also known as the light. Welcome to my channel. Happy 888. Hopefully y'all had a great day today. I don't know what's going on with New York's weather, but it's kind of cold in New York. It's kind of weirding me out. I don't ever remember it being this cold in August. It's been raining for a couple of days, and I wore a jacket today. That's how cold it. To me, it's cold. People are still walking outside with their jackets. Not the jackets, with their shorts and t-shirts, but I had a jacket on. Long sleeve shirt, jacket. I didn't play that. Let me see who's up. I know that hey Paradigm. I know that it is kind of late, but I don't have a 9 to 5, so I'm like, let me come on while I have the energy. Hey, gorgeous Georgia. I'm like, let me come on. Hey, Mystic. Oh, wow. I haven't seen you in a while. How you been? What was I saying? Oh, yeah. It's kind of late, but I don't have a 9 to 5, so that's why I came on. And I just wanted to chat with you. I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. I'm hanging in there. I don't know if y'all saw my last short video I had posted where I was talking about, chosen ones, and I was talking about how I got hired. It's just for a temporary job, 6 weeks. But I want to mention that because right now with this 888 energy, this Lionsgate portal, you really can manifest. And I manifested so much within like the last 7 days. So this energy was already here. Hopefully I'm got a lipstick on my teeth. Now I'm good. Don't play with your words. Don't play with your thoughts. Don't play around certain people, because right now your manifestations are going to come in fast, whether it's negative or positive. Like anything I thought came true, so I got hired. Then I got another interview. I got another job offer, but I declined that because I don't want to mess up with this one. Even though this job is only going to be between 5 to 6 weeks, and that other job would have been long term, something told me, no, just stick with this job, finish this out, because they might give you a permanent offer. Also, you have to have an abundant mindset. I quit my job June 10th of this year, and I remember all these comments on YouTube like, you're stupid, don't quit your job in this economy, you're not gonna find a job, you don't know what you're doing, girl. And August 4th, I believe, August 3rd, whatever was last Sunday, I got hired. So that's like less than a month, basically a month and a half. Have an abundant mindset. I'm not telling you to do what I'm doing, but the only thing I am doing is having a more of an abundant mindset. And I stepped out on faith. And I live in New York City, so finding a job is hard. Also depends on what, and it don't even depend on what field you're in, because if you have an abundant mindset, you can manifest anything you want. I told God I didn't want to be alone for my birthday, and now one of my friends is flying in. She bought her plane ticket, so I won't be alone for my birthday. I was technically alone last year for my 40th birthday. I did not really have a good birthday last year, so just keep an abundant mindset, keep faith, and know that you can get more. All right, don't think lack. If you think that all men ain't shit, all women ain't shit, you're going to keep manifesting ain't shit men and women. If you think you cannot find another job, if you quit your job, then you're not going to find another job. If you think you're not going to find a new house or a new apartment, or you can't sell the one that you have, you're not going to be able to move, and you're not going to do it. I'm telling you right now, as y'all feel like time is moving fast, so what do you think is happening? Manifestation is going to move faster too. We're going through things much faster. I'm not gonna lie, I'm wiped out. The amount of things that are happening to me happen within 3 to 6 months, from January, February, 3 deaths back to back this year, me having to quit my job. Like, it it it's crazy. This is the most alone that I've been in years. So everyone's life is changing. You may not know where you're going, but you're gonna have to step out on faith, because we're no longer in a third dimension. We're already in the fifth dimension, and this is why the things you used to do before aren't going to work. They're not going to work. And if you are stuck on your old patterns and your old habits and your old family members and your old friends and your old, lovers and sneaky links and all this shit, it's not gonna work, guys. It's not gonna work. Yeah, you have to have a positive mindset. Mystic says, I'm about to quit my second job. It's too much. Do what you got to do. Thank you, Alicia. Even if even if it's only for 6 weeks, I'm still thankful. But the amount of talk, sometimes, this is why sometimes I don't like to come on, being a content creator, I don't like to tell people certain things, because people will speak doubt into your manifestations and it will slow it down. So sometimes, I will never tell people where I work. Some people ask, like, oh, where's your job at? You don't need to know that. You ain't speaking no doubt on my job. You ain't speaking. And it's not even like people are trying to do that. They're trying to be negative. That's where their mindset is at. So don't tell nobody nothing until you hire. Don't tell nobody where you work. Don't tell nobody you got a man, you got a woman. Don't tell nobody you got your new car, you got your new house. Just keep it to yourself. Wait till it manifests. Keep things to yourself until it's completed. You know what I'm saying? Just keep things until it's completed, basically. Yes, I don't know about y'all. Today the energy felt so great. It was a good energy today. Despite it raining, I was sleeping a lot today, and then I jumped up and said, oh God, I gotta go, go to Target. I gotta get a couple of things that I need. And like preparing for my friend to come, next week. My birthday is next Thursday. She flies in next Thursday. So just trying to like get stuff together. I have to do a lot of cleaning in my house. Just preparing basically for her to come here. And I just wanted to talk about tonight, like people who I don't trust and things that I've learned through the years, because I'll be 41 next Thursday. And there are just certain things that I feel that I've learned through the years. And the other night I was talking to one of my supporters from here. She booked a phone session and she was like, oh, what did you learn this year? And I was like, wow, that's a good question. What did I learn? This was my first year in my 40s. And I was like, oh yeah, what did I learn? And I just think that my head is spinning. It's just been too much that's been going on in my life to really be like, oh shit, like what did I learn? Paradigm says, yup, I usually keep information private until it can be revealed. Don't block your blessings. Yeah, like words are powerful. And sometimes, it could just put doubt in your mind and slow down the blessing. They may not be able to take your blessing away, but it definitely will slow down your blessing, because words are spells. Words are witchcraft, Hey, Danielle. How you been? You look great in green. Green is my favorite color. That's why I put this on. I had another green shirt on earlier. And I put this on. Green like makes me feel like fertile. Green makes me feel like money. Like I'm manifesting money. I'm manifesting more. So I was like, oh, I gotta wear green today. So I had on another green outfit earlier, and then I changed into this or whatever. But I love green. Green is just, it just makes me feel like abundance, you know. Green is like abundance to me. Thank you. Oh, happy birthday in advance. Thank you so much. I'm glad you have a good friend coming to spend time with you. Yeah, you know, me and this friend, I'm not even gonna like be like, oh my God, this is like such a great friend. You know, she is a good person, but we've been through a lot in our friendship. You know, we've been friends for 15 years. And I'm not going to say that like she has been the greatest friend. Don't worry, y'all will never see her on camera. Y'all might see her in photos, maybe on my Instagram or something. I don't know. I'm very private about that. I don't like really show my friends on social media and stuff. I don't add them in my content. But her and I went through a lot. Because, you know, when you're a chosen one, you know, friendships are very difficult for you. And I've changed so much over the years. She couldn't adjust to it. And there were times in our friendship where she was jealous of me. And we went through a lot of things. And she went through a lot of things, you know, like she moved to Africa at one point and she got married and then she got divorced and, you know, she had some other personal things happen. So we've been through hell and back. I'm not even going to front. I'm not going to sit there and say like, oh my gosh, like this is my bestie and our friendship is so perfect. Hell to the no. It wasn't. We've been through a lot. Has she ever like betrayed me? No, she's never betrayed me. It's just that it's very difficult to be friends with someone who at some point in your friendship, they were jealous of you, you know, and you had to confront them about it. And, you know, they had to apologize. So we have been through a lot in our friendship. I'm not even gonna lie, you know. You said black is one of your favorite colors. Black is a nice color too. Black is sexy. I have 2 birthday dresses and one of them is black. I love black, but I always get my cycle for my birthday, so I made sure to buy a black dress just in case. Not that I think I'm gonna have an accident, but it's just like, you know, women, we get bloated around our cycle. I don't want to be looking bloated for my birthday, you know what I'm saying? So I did get like a nice, sexy black dress for my birthday dinner, so I can feel comfortable and confident. You know what I'm saying? But I do like black. Oh wow, y'all up in here deep tonight. Make sure you click like on the video for me, guys. But yeah, I'm thankful that, you know, God is sending this friend to spend my birthday with me. She's a Leo too. Her birthday was yesterday. Yesterday? Yeah. No, her birthday was the 6th. She's born on the 6th. And she has her own life. Like she had her own party already in Chicago. She had a great birthday. She has a lot of friends in Chicago. She has her own crew. I don't have friends in New York. You know, she used to live in New York. We used to live in the same neighborhood. And yeah, so I'm grateful that God provided the finances for her to come visit me because, you know, I'm not working right now. So I couldn't pay half for her plane ticket as I wanted to. You know, but she's able to like stay at my house, so she doesn't have to pay for like a hotel or anything like that. So, you know, everything happens for a reason. God made a way, and I'm thankful. You know, God probably was like, you're not gonna be alone for your birthday this year. So, you know, so I'm really thankful that God worked it out. Wedges? I don't wear no wedges. I don't wear no wedges. You know what? I actually have 2 birthday outfits. In one of my high heels is this color. It's like a yellow green. So pretty. So pretty. I'm definitely going to wear that with my first birthday outfit. I don't know where I'm going. I got to get some money first. I'm trying to hustle up some money this week. Because I'm grown. I don't expect my friends to pay for me for my birthday, and I kind of feel like it's her birthday too. She already paid for her plane ticket, you know, so we'll see. I'll find out by next week what I'm gonna do, but I really want to go to this rooftop restaurant. That's like, to me, if I get to go to that restaurant, I love rooftops. I am a rooftop girly. I love seeing like the city and taking photos and drinking, you know, margaritas with the breeze. I am a rooftop girly, so as long as I get to go to that rooftop, I'm happy. I'll feel like it's a good birthday, pretty much. But enough about me. um, but yeah, I'm just thankful. I'm thankful for these changes happening, and people are leaving my life, like in the beginning of the year. There was this guy that I was talking to, gone. I haven't spoken to him since New Year's. He disappeared. And then recently, like, I had basically a 40-year friendship and it sucks when you wake up one day and you're like, damn, you were friends with this person your whole life and this motherfucker don't even like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was my god sister. Like, this person doesn't even like me, and I think it stems from childhood, and I think it even stems from like from our mothers. I don't even think her mother really liked my mother, and when I look back, it just makes sense to me, like, how come, like, my mom wasn't in her wedding and she wasn't in my mom's wedding? Like, it was like always these weird things, and like she would say certain things about my mom, and it's just like, how could that really be your best friend if you were talking about your best friend like that? And I even asked them, like, did something happen between y'all? Like, one day, my mom passed away years ago. So one day I posted a photo of my mom on social media, and you know her mom was like, oh, that dress your mom has on, that's my dress. It's just like little things like that. And one thing I gotta say is, like, jealousy can be passed down through generations, so that could be my first thing. People who I don't trust. I don't trust any motherfucker, excuse my language, I don't trust anybody who do not like my parents, because they're not gonna like you. This lipstick is so old. This lipstick is, I think this is Kat Von D. I don't even know if she makes, I think it's, is it Kat Von D? I think this is Kat Von D Serpentina is called. It's so old. I don't even know if they make it anymore. I've had this lipstick for years. But yeah, I don't trust people who don't like my mother, don't like my father, and it's something that I've learned through the years. They don't like your parents, they're gonna mistreat you. All right, they're gonna mistreat you, and this type of behavior gets passed down. And there's a lot of people, even in your family, that they can't even your siblings. My brother, my only blood sibling, hated our mother. And what do you think he did to me? He mistreated me. I had to cut him off a little over a year ago, because a lot of times when they can't get to your parents, they're going to mistreat you. They're going to mistreat the child, and they'll do it from when you're a kid. Yeah. I can't write it in the chat. For some reason, they won't let me write in the chat. Let me see something. Nope. They won't let me write in the chat. But yeah, Kat Von D Serpentina. That's the name of it. You'll have to Google it. But yeah, so I learned that anybody who did not like my mother was horrible, abusive to me, a bitch to me. I noticed that. Be very careful, be very wary of like those sibling rivalry type of situations, like your aunt and your mom, or your dad and the uncle or aunt, whoever, they don't get along. Stay away from them. I'm letting you know that now. Stay away from them. So God is definitely removing people out of my life, and I'm okay with it. I'm not sad about it. I just don't like people testing my gangster. Don't think because you think I'm kind, or I'm a spiritualist, like I won't slap the shit out of you. And this is something that people do because You've given them too many chances over the years, you know, and this is my fault, you know. This person that was in my life for 40 years, I given her too many chances, so she thinks she can play with me, you know. She might know the 20-something-year-old Angelique. She may know the 30-year-old Angelique, because she doesn't know the 40-year-old Angelique. The 40-year-old Angelique is a completely different woman, and she will slap the shit out of you, you know. So the old us a lot of time was very passive aggressive. We had spiritual gifts, you know, we had intuition, we used discernment. We saw people for who they were, but we never addressed them. Now we're not doing that. Now we're addressing people. You feel me? Yes, they will. When they can't get to you, they will mistreat your children. Protect your children. Children cannot express themselves verbally and emotionally the way adults can. Think about it. There's adults who can't even verbalize how they feel. So what makes you think your child is lying to you, or your child cannot is they cannot express to you what is going on? I'm telling you, I don't even care if you think it's. I'd rather, if I was a mom, I would rather believe a lie for my child than believe a lie from an adult. That's my child. I would rather my child be lying to me. You feel me? Like, that's my kid. It's so disgusting, and it's so sad. Oh my goodness. Like, I saw this video on TikTok of a woman. She was recording talking to her father, and she was telling her father how his brother molested her. And he was like, I asked my brother when you were a little girl, and he told me no. That's my brother. Of course I'm going to believe my brother. What? Your little 8-year-old girl told you that your brother's molesting her, and you believed your brother? And he was like, oh, you were a liar. She's a child. I do not care. I will believe my child. Are you freaking kidding me? I don't care. I would lose anybody over my kid if I was a mother. Until I would investigate that shit first. He never even protected her. He didn't even investigate. I'm telling you, man. And a lot of times these parents, because they didn't protect you, they'll make you feel guilty for telling them something that they didn't even protect you over. So they'll be like, oh, you're lying. That didn't happen. It's because they know they failed as a father and a mother. I'm telling you, peep this, peep it, peep game. These parents, a lot of these parents are disgusting. A lot of your parents are disgusting, and y'all went through these things. Instead of admitting to their child, I didn't protect you and I failed. No, you're lying. That didn't happen. I'm telling you, man. Damn, it's early. I'm only 23 minutes in, and I already got what you call it, a troll. Oh my goodness. But going back to these individuals in your life, get rid of them. You know, a lot of people have been booking with me, and not a lot of people, but the last 4 people who booked with me, you know, they're holding on to toxic friendships, and it's like, let it go. I'm telling you, let it go. Toxic friendships is going to hold you back from growing. They're really going to hold you back. Paradigm says, but won't hold back to throw down. Nope. These people don't be wanting to fight. They punks. They don't want to fight like that. They punks. I'm telling you, it's more scary. You know, my silence scares people. People are so used to, you know, me maybe expressing myself, or, you know, at least coming to them saying something. But when I'm silent, it's very scary. Trust me, your silence does scare people. Mystic says, my mom is horrible. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yes, my mom. Latangela says, yes, my mom and grandma did that too, girl. Black parents are something. Yeah, it's a lot of trauma in the Black community. A lot of, I feel it, honestly, I'm going to be real with y'all. Over the years that I have been doing phone sessions, it's all races. Okay. I've talked to white people and I've heard the craziest stories. So it's the same type of trauma in the white families and it is in the black families and the Spanish families. It's trauma everywhere. It's just, hidden differently. That's all. Sometimes they'll try to make it seem like, oh, it's just white people stuff, and it's not true. Black people be doing some shit too. You have to be very, very cautious of who you're around right now. And another thing is, if you're not going to do your healing work, you're not going to know where you're going next. Okay. And this is something that I'm seeing a lot with people who are booking with me or, talking to certain people online. I'm noticing an influx I'm getting a lot of weird comments on my YouTube and on my TikTok of like people who are like spiritually lost. And they're like writing these projective comments and I'm going, what is going on? So I don't know if it's like something going on in the spirit realm, but I'm like, I just get these random comments now. So I'm like, I try to just say, oh, they're just trolls, but I'm starting to believe that these are not trolls. I think these are actually people who are lost. And I feel like some people are so lost spiritually because they're stuck in religion, or they didn't do their healing work. They don't know who they are. So they're looking for content creators to be their God, to tell them who they are, to do the work for them, to guide them. And I'm getting these weird ass comments from people. And I'm like, what is going on? And sometimes I'll go back and forth with them, like, because I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with these people? What's going on with these people? And I don't have a mindset like that. I don't need anyone to come save me. I'm not waiting on like Jesus to come save me. I don't need a pastor to help me and save me. And a lot of people are coming on my channels and they're lost. And they're asking like all these personal questions. And it's like, what the fuck is going on with these people? Today, this person came on my TikTok and was like, do you believe in God? And I was just like, what is going on? They're like, oh, because your name is Metaphysical Goddess. Like, do you believe in God? And I was just like, how would that information help benefit your life? I'm trying to figure, like, what would possess someone to just go online and just be like, excuse me, do you believe in God? Why do you need to know me? Angelique, why do you need to know if I believe in God or not? What does me believing in God have to do with your spiritual journey? I'm like confused. What the fuck is going on with people? And I was just like, can you please answer that for me? And they replied and they were just like, oh, because I'm watching people online and I need to know who believes in God and who's not. Do you know there's people who's talking online and they could be a Satan worshiper and they can tell you they believe in the creator and they're lying to you? This is why you have to have a relationship with God yourself. The weirdest stuff is happening online. And this is why I don't like to post that much, because it's like very draining. I get the weirdest ass comments. And I'm like, there's a lot of lost souls out there, and they only lost because they didn't do the work. They did not do the healing work. They did not build their self-esteem up. They don't know the intuition. They have no spiritual discernment. They don't even know who God is. They have no relationship with God, whatever creator, whatever ancestors, whatever they believe in. They don't even know that energy. And they're going online looking for people to be their God, looking for people to be their messenger. I'm not your God. I'm not your Jesus. I'm not your messenger. Yes, I'm here to encourage you to do the work yourself, to build a relationship for yourself. I ain't doing that for you. I'm just a Black woman from Queens. You feel me? Oh my gosh. Child, Jesus ain't calling me. Goodbye. Sorry. God bless. Jesus is not calling me. But yeah. I feel Jesus is calling me up. I don't know. Nope, Jesus is not calling me. Jesus is calling you. Jesus is not going to dial your phone number and tell you he's trying to call me. Hang up the phone, because he ain't going to call you to talk about me. You do not know me. Oh my God. Woo, these people kill me. They got to stop. It's spiritual psychosis. If you believe in Jesus, go to Jesus pages. I'm not talking about you, Latangela. I'm talking about, why would a Jesus follower or a Christian be on a spiritualist channel? How did you even get on my channel? Or even on TikTok, it says metaphysical goddess. It don't say bishop goddess, evangelist goddess. I'm trying to find out, how are all these Bible worshipers and Christians ending up on spiritualist channels, spiritual based channels? What is going on? My algorithm never puts me on Christian channels. So what's going on? There's got to be something going on where I really think a lot of people who are in the Christian church or believe in Jesus are lost. There's something disconnecting. The religion must be crashing, because how are they ending up on our accounts? What's going on? And spending time watching our videos about spirituality, watching things that they don't believe in. I don't get it. What is going on? There's a shift going on. Attention is the currency. Yeah, that is true. It's very weird. Like, what is that? But I don't go back and forth with those individuals. Sometimes I respond to them, then they'll go off on a tangent. They're writing a whole novel, and I just block them. You could transmute that energy, but these people are looking for your energy. That's what they really want. They really want your energy. These people can feel it. They'll watch somebody and be like, oh man, she got some good energy, she got good light, let me fuck with her. Or he got some good light, let me fuck with him, let me try to conjure up the energy because I need to survive today. And that is something else that is happening too. Low vibrational people are they're like crackheads, heroin addicts. They are fiending for energy, because in the 3D, it was easier to get people's energy. It's not that easy anymore. So that's why you're seeing such a heightened sea of people harassing people in public. You're seeing a lot more violence. You're seeing a lot of men unaliving their moms and their sisters and their girlfriends and their wives. They can't not get their supply like they used to. It used to be so much easier to steal people's energy, and it's not, because it's such a high awakening. And then the people who did the work, they're already ascended. So the people who didn't do the work and they stuck in the 3D, they're going batshit crazy. They and the frequency has changed. The weather is changing. The frequency spiritually is changing. They cannot keep up, guys. And they were surviving on others to live, and now they don't have access. Even though narcissists are going batshit crazy. They want back in your life. They want to sleep with you. They're harassing you, It's insane. They screwed up, I'm noticing just the violence is increasing, the anger is increasing, people, wanting access to you. Like the girl that I just ghosted, we were friends for 40 years. She's texting me every day, 7:30 in the morning. I'm getting a text. Who the fuck texts someone 7:30 in the morning? And it's 7:30 in New York. So that means it's 6:30 in the morning where she lives. So she's waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning thinking of me, because she no longer has access to my energy. These people are going to crash. Now that this term now is called crashing out, you're going to see more and more people crashing out because they don't have access to your energy anymore, and they can't survive. These low vibrational people cannot survive without other people. They cannot. I love your astrology videos. They are so good. Thank you. Appreciate it. Low vibration. What is it? Ken says low vibration is high frequency according to science. They are opposite. Well, low vibration, it is a powerful energy, right? But when a person's a low vibrational person, your energy can trump them. This is why you have to, they need your energy. So let me give you an example. Say if you are a high vibrational person, right? And you're around low vibrational people, they're going to take you down because of their frequency. That's how powerful low vibrational people or evil people, demonic people are. So that person who has light, spiritual light, cannot be around those people. Why? Because low vibrational people are feeding off the light. That person. That's why you don't mix with people like that. Okay. So yes, that is true. Low vibration is strong, but they need to live off of us. We cannot live off of low vibration. They drain us out. We don't get anything from them. They're taking from us. You know, if you're dealing with a person that is toxic, they're narcissists, you're not gaining anything from the narcissist. The narcissist is constantly taking from you. And that's why you start walking around looking all drained and dry in the face and dead, because they're feeding off of your energy. So yeah, low vibration energy is strong, it's powerful, but it's dead energy. It drains you. It cannot survive without light. So that's why people who are low vibrational are going batshit crazy, because they're no longer able to have access to high vibrational individuals. Who is going to stroke my ego? Where am I going to get my sex supply from? Where am I going to get a person who is of high vibration where I can energy dump on them? Where am I going to charge up off of? But people who are high vibrational, we don't need to charge up off of anybody. We're constantly creating energy. I hope you can understand what I mean by that, or at least y'all in the chat who can understand. Oh, Lord. I love it. I'm going to take all the energy from my trolls and I'm going to transmute it into money and manifest, basically. I believe the green chakra is the heart chakra. I believe so. The heart, which makes sense because I am a Leo and, you know, we represent the heart. So that makes sense. Thank you for the compliment, JD. Okay. Y'all gotta let me know when the trolls come in, because I'll be talking now. I can't be seeing what the hell they talking about. y'all gotta let me know when the trolls come in. But yeah. So keep draining them out. Stop feeding these narcs. Drain them out. Starve them out. Don't give them no energy. They want to argue, don't argue back. Okay? They want to you know, dish you, project on you. Don't feed them no energy. Starve them out. Let them go crazy. Okay? I would love to see just narcissists to the point they're going to start hanging out with other narcissists. Demons are going to be with other demons, and let them just kill each other. Let them drive each other crazy. Stay away from these dark entities. Don't feed them nothing. I don't care how much they bother you. You know, don't give them not even a drop of energy. When they can't get happy emotions from you, they'll conjure up anger out of you, and they're draining. As long as they can get you to be angry, sad, mad, you know, that's what they want. And the thing about it too is that these tactics are not working anymore. They're not working anymore. They're not working anymore. They're not able to get what they want, what they were able to get from you before. They can't get from you now because you're peeping game. Y'all peeping game now. You're like, wait a minute. They've been doing this. This is just their way to get energy from me. Don't feed the narcs. Don't feed the energy vampires. They can't, I'm telling you guys, they cannot survive without us. They can't. They're going crazy out there. You're going to start hearing from these demonic people from years ago, 10, 15, 20 years ago. They're looking for you because they need to charge up. They need someone to dump on. Alicia says, for sure, and some extra crazy things have been happening since Mercury retrograde started again recently. That is true. I'm going to say I haven't been having a bad Mercury retrograde. I can't really notice because my whole year has been weird anyway. I had some technology problems, I would say. That's about it. I need a new cell phone. I'm having some issues with my cell phone. Pretty much. Hey, handsome rude boy. What's up? You made a live. About time. Hey, Trey. What's up, girl? Happy 888. Yes, Ricky said they feed off of you being scared. Yep. All right, let me get these trolls out of here. Every troll that says something to me, I will take all that energy and I will manifest with it. Okay. I love New Orleans. That's what's really crazy. That's where I was supposed to go for my birthday, but I quit my job in June and I can't afford to go there. But that was a plan. That's why my friend was like, well, we were going to go to New Orleans, so I might as well just come fly to New York because it's like the same price anyway. And I'm not going to have to, spend anything on, the hotel. I don't have any weird experiences in New Orleans. I've been to New Orleans 3 times. One of the times that I went to New Orleans, I went there for 5 days by myself. That was in 2019. I flew there because my favorite music artist, Lucky Day, my favorite R&B music artist, Lucky Day, he's from New Orleans, and he did a concert there. And his show sold out in New York. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to fly to New Orleans to see him. And I actually got a chance to meet him and hug him and take a picture with him. I'm mad because I cannot find that picture anywhere because I deleted my Instagram, so I don't have the picture. I got to find the pictures. It's somewhere. And I had a good time. I don't have any weird experiences, thank God. I feel like New Orleans likes me. I don't know why. I feel like it likes me. And it's strange because I've been to other cities and seen ghosts and stuff like that and had crazy experiences, but I've been here 3 times so far. Let's see what happens the 4th, 5th, 6th time that I go. But I never had like anything weird happen to me. I might have seen, people with like demons in them, but they didn't mess with me. They just looked at me and kept it moving. I'm sure I'll probably walk by a vampire, but they didn't bother me at all. One thing I will say I experienced in New Orleans was like, sometimes if you're walking down the street, things like change. Like you're like, wait a minute, was that there? And there's this house that this slave woman, this slave master, I forgot where exactly it's at, but it actually just sold for like 1 point something million, where I did look at that house and I saw someone standing in the window, so that was the most that I've ever experienced. But I went to Marie, what's her name? Marie Laveau. I went to where she used to do her rituals. My friend was like, I'm not going in there. That's witchcraft. Girl, I went in there and I left something. I left my business card there, and my money did increase when I was doing hair. I left my business card there. You leave an offering. Nothing weird has ever happened to me in New Orleans. Besides, I lost my ID in New Orleans one time, but they let me on the plane though. Still, nothing odd has ever happened there. It's a magical city for me. I always have a good time. I don't get too drunk there because I need to stay aware. So I love Bourbon Street, but I don't get pissy drunk because I need to be alert. So that's something that I did not do in New Orleans, is get extremely drunk walking the streets of New Orleans. No, or walking down Bourbon Street. I would not recommend it, but it's something that people do pretty much. Hey Kai, witness some glasses. Thank you. Downtown New Orleans, where everything's at, where Bourbon Street is at. I stayed in a hotel right around the corner from Bourbon Street. I guess that's downtown, right? I did stay in the French Quarter before. Kind of went all over. I went to the hood. They was like, be careful, they shoot over there. They have some good food over there. You love Lucky Day? Yeah, he's so sweet. He's very observant. He's sweet. Yes, he can sing live. You know, his voice can be kind of pitchy at times, but he can sing. He can really sing in real life. He's flirty. He's sweet. He smells good. Oh my gosh, he smells so good. He's very flirty. He kept calling me Red. I guess Red is like what they call light-skinned girls. I was like, stop calling me that. You know, they kind of colorist there. But he was very nice. He told me I was pretty and everything, so that was pretty cool. And he is fine in person. He's more fine in person. Yeah, I think everybody should go to New Orleans at least once. My ex-lover said he went last year. He said he didn't like it. He said he didn't like it. His spirit did not like New Orleans. I was laughing. I said, really? He said, nah, I ain't going back there. I was scared the entire time I was there. I was like, really? What happened? What you see? He never told me what he saw. He must have saw something that scared the shit out of him, because I ain't see anything. They ain't fuck with me. I feel like New Orleans likes me, I guess. The energy likes me. You know, some cities don't like you. Some cities do not fuck with your energy. Those spirits in those cities will run you out of there. But I never seen nothing crazy. Oh, girl, Angela, you gotta get out of here. How you in my live asking for medication? Girl, get some insurance. You ain't got a job, get some Medicaid. How am I help you? I need to help my damn self. Y'all need to be helping me. What? People are crazy, man. Oh my Lord. Y'all ever eat these? These are so good. People being here tripping, man. I'll be like, these gotta be trolls. These gotta be AI. This can't be real. I don't know. It's a feeling. If you go to a city, you feel, what do you feel? Do you get off the plane and you feel nothing? Like, what do y'all feel? Like, I feel sometimes you go to a city and, okay, let me give you an example. When I went to Vegas, as soon as I'm going, I guess, you know, the mountains and stuff is in Nevada and stuff. So turbulence. I mean, that plane was rocking. I said, oh my God. I said, I don't think I'm gonna like it over here, because why am I having horrible turbulence going into Vegas? I land, as soon as I'm in the airport. Even if Vegas airport is nasty, they got slot machines in the airport. It's just weird. So I get there, it was kind of rainy and gloomy. I'm thinking the strip is going to be lit. I'm thinking the strip is going to remind me of like Times Square. No, the spirit of death, of suicide, of murder, of chaos, of drugs, of prostitution. I mean, you name it. It's such a heaviness. And maybe you don't feel it if you don't have spiritual gifts or you're not empathic. You might not feel shit. Congratulations. But when you have spiritual gifts and you're intuitive, you feel everything. I felt so heavy. I felt so sad. It's like I can feel the souls that died there. I can feel like the people that took their lives and had overdoses, and it's a disgusting feeling. I don't like Vegas. I don't like it. Oh, it's terrible. You know, other parts of Nevada are probably very beautiful. I would love to like go take a hike in Nevada, go in the desert and shit. I would love that. But Las Vegas, the strip, never going back. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm good. I don't even care. Somebody say, "Hey, I'll pay for it." I don't give a shit. I'm not going back. I don't like it. And it was like so cheap. I think I paid like $350 for like my flight in a hotel, and that's why I went. It was like I just like, oh, let me go for a couple of days. And I like the mobster scene. I like the Italian mob stuff. I don't know why. I feel like I was alive in like the 1920s and 30s. I've always been attracted to like that whole mob life. So I was like, oh, let me go see like what the mob was about there. I went to the mob museum. I actually enjoyed that. But the heaviness of that death, and it stunk. Oh, those spirits stink so bad. Oh, and I live in New York. Manhattan stinks. New York smells dirty. Vegas, the smell of death and spirits is so disgusting. No, thank you. And I know people who like drive there all the time, who live in Cali and drive there, go for the weekend. They love it. They turn up. It's not fun at all to me. I didn't even get drunk. I was so sad. I cried. That was the only trip I ever went on a trip. Actually, no, let me stop lying. And when I was in Mexico this year, I cried, but I wasn't crying because I was sad. I was crying because I was overwhelmed. But this was the trip that I went on by myself and was like crying majority of the trip. Me in Vegas. Vegas don't like me. I don't like Vegas. And the food sucked. The food was disgusting. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I guess I didn't know places to eat. It was so gross. The food was so trashy. It was nasty. You know, it's a lot to look at. It's cool to look at or whatever the case is, but no. So that's, you'll feel when you go into a city if you mesh with it, if the city mess with your spirit, and if you like it, basically. It stink. Oh, it stink. You know, not all of Manhattan stink. I would say like Times Square area does stink. It is funky because there's a lot of tourists, and I'm not trying to be racist, but it's a lot of tourists who don't shower, they don't bathe properly. So there's a lot of them, just them foreigners walking around. Them tourists, they stink. You smell them in the winter, you smell them in the summertime. Ugh, it's nasty. So you got funky ass tourists. Then you just have the dirt of the street, and there's so many restaurants, so they're gonna be mice. It's the train, it's gonna be mice and garbage. So yeah, like Times Square areas, all the places where there's tourists, it stinks. But there's some places in Manhattan that don't stink, you know. Ugh, oh God, I can't. But yeah, and then like, me give you an example. Florida. When I moved to Florida in 2005, hey Queen, it was fine. You know, it loved my energy. I got there in 2005. 3 days I was there, got hired. Then I met friends. Then I found a home church. Then I was doing hair. I was making money, and I started even losing weight. I lost 50 pounds when I was in Florida. waking up to, this is how I know I'm supposed to be near water. Waking up in the place that we lived had like a little pond with ducks and stuff. There's palm trees right outside my bedroom window. Like that type of energy meshed with my energy. It was good to me. The city loved me. It gave me money. It gave me peace and calmness. I mean, my skin was clearing up. I was losing weight. It was like, it fucked with me, you know? So that's how you know you feel at home in certain places. A lot of times you be living somewhere or you visit somewhere and nothing good comes from visiting there. You don't belong there. Get the hell out of there. Atlanta. I stayed in Atlanta when I was younger for 4 months. I ran out of Atlanta so bad. There's so many damn spirits in Atlanta. There's so many perverts in Atlanta. There's so much prostitution in Atlanta. There's so much scamming in Atlanta. I ran the hell up out of Atlanta. And everybody, oh no, Milk and Honey is a black city where everybody can make money. People scam too much in Atlanta. I mean Atlanta. Atlanta don't like me. I don't like Atlanta. Okay? I ain't fucking with it. So that's how you know. If you can't pick up something when you get to a city, I don't know what to tell you. You're in big trouble. And people be like, I can't find a man here. I can't find a woman here. You can't find a man or woman because you don't belong there. Your love is waiting for you on the other side of the world or the other side of the country. That's why. What's it called? Cartology or something like that? Look into that. I'm trying to get out of Atlanta. And it's crazy because I have friends who moved to Atlanta and they're doing excellent. They got their house, their car. They're making buku dollars. But for me, nope. I belong near water. That's where I belong. I belong near water. So when I leave New York, I'm moving out of the country near a beach. I belong near water. I need palm trees, coconuts. I need my watermelon. Okay. I need fresh food, fresh fruit, water. I need water. That's why why you think I be in the park so much? I be in the park because I need to be near bodies of water. I'm an ocean goddess. I have to be near bodies of water or I cannot function. Even in the winter time, I gotta go near the dirty ass river in New York to recharge. I don't belong here. No, thank you. I ain't never going back to Vegas, Queen. Enjoy it though. It's for you. It's for you. It ain't for me. And my grandfather lived in Vegas. He loved it and he died in Vegas. Yup. It depends. It also it's about your personality too. You know, it's also about your personality, what you find fun and what you don't find fun. You know, some places just don't mesh. There's people who hate Mexico. I love Mexico. I can see myself living there. Some people hate it. You know, I like it. It just goes with my spirit. Some people hate Tulum. You know, I'm not a fan of Cancun, Mexico, but there's some people who went to Tulum and they hate it. Tulum was so magical to me. The most magical dreams I've ever had happened in Tulum, Mexico. You know, you go certain places and even the people, that's another sign that people will even treat you a certain way. When the people of the land treat you well, you are family to that land. You belong there. But there's places you might go and they don't treat you well. You don't belong there. They don't like you. That land don't like you. I try to think what land didn't like me either. I already told you Atlanta don't like me. Vegas doesn't like me. But the feeling is mutual. Houston don't like me. Dallas likes me. Houston do not like me. Houston too ratchet for me. They got some beautiful, you know, rich areas, but in Houston. But Houston, the black areas, they don't like me. Let's see who else. What else don't like me? It's a couple of places that don't like me. I don't care. Oh man, let me see. When I was a kid, South Carolina liked me. I spent a lot of time in South Carolina, North Carolina. Oh, Virginia don't like me. Virginia don't like me, man. I ran up out of Virginia. Oh, you know I want to talk about? Your energies doesn't mesh with every city and people. You don't belong there. Your energy don't belong there. It's kind of like the same as how can I say? Your spirit doesn't like that land or the people of that land. You just don't belong there. It's not a bad thing, not a good thing. It's just, it is what it is. You don't belong everywhere on the continent. Like for me, I don't think I'm gonna like Europe. I would like to go to Paris one day. But I'm not interested in Europe. People say, oh, why don't you go to European countries? Not interested. There's nothing interesting about Europe to me. The people, the food, nothing. The only thing that I probably would love to go to see is like the Vatican. Different things that I've studied since I was 15. You know, a lot of Satanist stuff. I would like to see that in person. That's it. Certain statues, certain landmarks and things like that. But no, not interested. Mm-mm. Not interested. Yeah, exactly. I can't pronounce that. That astro, catharology, whatever. No, it's not that you have bad energy. You don't belong everywhere on the planet. So if one city don't fuck with me, that means I got bad energy. No, it just means that your energy doesn't match with that particular city. Then there's other places that they treat me well. Like, for example, I just said, Mexican people love me. They love me here in New York. They love me in Mexico. I get treated like a queen in Mexico. But then there's other black women I talk to. I hate Mexico. I ain't never going back there. They so mean to me. They racist to me. Mexican men, Mexican women, they treat me like family. They love me. Dominican people, Puerto Rican people, you know, and then I talk to other black people. They mistreat me. They this, they that. Your energy doesn't mesh with every piece of land on this planet. You can't go everywhere and think that you can reside there. Why do you think a lot of, you know, people, they go to different countries and it don't work out for them? Because you don't belong there. You belong somewhere else. Your abundance is in another country or another city. Doesn't mean you have bad energy. It means that your energy doesn't match with that land and people. And that's why some colonizers, nothing work out for them because they don't belong. Their ass don't belong there. I've even had friends who went to certain parts of Africa and they hated it. One girl, she loved Egypt. She used to study on Egypt, ancient Kemet, and she loved it. She said when she went to Egypt, she said it was horrible. She said she'll never go back because you get there and that land and those people don't fuck with you. It's okay. Move on. But then she went to, I think, Morocco or another country, Ghana. They were good to her. I noticed that people from Ghana, people from Haiti love me. They love me. The men love me. The women love me. They treat me good. I attract those people. So there's going to be certain people that your spirit, I think it also has to do with your past lives too. I believe in past lives. I think it has to do with that as well. There's going to be certain people that your spirit meshes with. Oh, wow. That's terrible. Yeah, I heard that Mexicans could be very racist, but they don't treat me like that, at least not to my face. They're very nice to me. So I don't have that problem. I live around Mexicans and Ecuadorians and Colombians and Peruvians, and they're pretty kind to me. You know, I don't be having problems with them. They're good to me, thank gosh. But then there's other people who aren't good to me. Like Nigerians, they're not good to me. I've had a lot of bad experiences with Nigerians. They're always constantly telling me, I'm better than you, I'm better than you. That's been um my experience with Nigerian people. They're always looking down on me, telling me they're better than me, even if they don't got a pot to piss in, a window to throw it out of. That's my whole life. Nigerian people have always been so nasty to me. I don't know why. They just don't like me. I don't look no damn Mexican. Girl, stop. You gonna make me turn red. I don't look no damn Mexican. I've been told I look Dominican. They always think I'm Dominican, but I don't look no damn Mexican. Are you funny? You are funny, girl. That's hilarious. You said that. Queen says, that's how I felt. I'm a percentage of Cuban. My mom's dad, my grandfather, was half Cuban. I mean, he was Cuban, basically. My dad was indigenous, native. His parents were indigenous, Native American. We still have land in North Carolina. My grandmother was racist. The native one, she was racist. She used to tell me all the time, "You're not black." I said, "Be like, I'm black. I don't know. You may not be black, but I'm black." She used to always tell me, "Black people and Black American people are not going to treat you like we're not going to treat you well. You're not black. They're never going to accept you." That's what she used to tell me. So I'd be like, whatever. She was high yellow, and she had that long black Indian hair. And she used to tell me my hair was nappy. She used to be like, "Ooh, girl, your hair nappy." Yep. She was so colorist and so racist. My father's mother. She used to tell me all the time, "You're not black." I used to be like, "I'm black. I don't know who the hell you are, but I'm black." But you know, my grandfather was Afro-Cuban. He wasn't a white Cuban. He was Afro-Cuban. And whenever I asked my mom, what was she? She was like, "I'm black. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm black." So they never considered themselves to be like, "Oh, I'm Spanish." They never said, my grandfather never said, "I'm Cuban, I'm not black." No, he always said I was a black man. He spoke Spanish, but he considered himself to be a black man. Yeah, my grandmother was she was a trip. She was colorist, racist, all of that, which is crazy because my dad was dark skinned, my grandfather was dark skinned, but she would always say like colorist stuff. She used to call me dark, me dark, me dark. That's crazy. Nope. Yeah, I'm tired of the diaspora wars. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. But yeah, I didn't even get to what I wanted to talk about tonight. I wanted to talk about some people who I don't trust. We just got off the tangent of what we were talking about. Oh yeah, don't forget to hit up my Cash App, guys. If you love what I'm talking about, send me a donation, send me a financial blessing. Somebody write my Cash App in the chat for me. $ the light 777 is my Cash App. And my Zelle is neoangie3000 at yahoo.com. Oh yes, I wanted to give y'all some wisdom tips, being that I'm turning 41 next week. And I have a list here, right? And y'all can chime in and y'all can talk because I want y'all to tell me if y'all agree with what I'm saying, or what has been your experience. Okay. Somebody write my Cash App in the live for me, please. What is this? I don't know why it won't let me comment in the chat. I don't know why. India and Egypt. You go and you report. I will never go there by myself. I will never go to Egypt or India by myself. All right. Life tip number 1. Well, wisdom tip number 1. Sometimes things in life don't get better. Okay. I know a lot of y'all younger than me, and I'm just gonna put y'all on. I'm gonna let y'all know now. Sometimes things in life are not going to get better. That means that you are going to get fired. People die. People get sick. You may not survive. Sometimes things get worse before they get better. All right, guys. I learned this when my mom passed away when I was 23. Oh, Victor's, you from Panama? Okay. I went to Panama in 2022. It was nice. I enjoyed it. I went to Panama City. I learned this when my mom passed away when I was 23. And I thought that she was going to live. I thought she was going to survive. But no, she did die. You know, and that's life sometimes. Sometimes you might lose a child. You might lose a relative. You know, you might lose your spouse. And that's going to happen. Nice, nice. All right. The second one is, hey, Kay, blessings to you too. My second wisdom tip is do your healing work. Do your healing work. A lot of people aren't doing their healing work, and they're wondering why they don't know who they are. And that is the key. Once you start doing your healing work, once you start doing your shadow work, that is going to unlock your talents. That is going to unlock who you are supposed to be in your calling. When you don't do your healing work, you're going to be fucked. I'm letting you know that right now. There's no avoiding it. And I've been noticing that, you know, sometimes when people book with me, they think that I'm going to tell them who they are. They think I'm going to tell them who they are as a person, and I'm not going to do that. You're supposed to do your own healing work. I can give you the tips. I can give you the tools, but you are supposed to do your own healing work. I can't do it for you. And a lot of people are lost right now because, all right, let me give you an example. This is something that I'm noticing. If you don't do your healing work, that means that your mindset won't change. If you don't change your mindset, that means that you will always be thinking negatively about yourself and your life. So if you don't change how you perceive yourself, nothing else can change in your life. So if you're always, say if you had a narcissistic relationship with somebody, right? So now you're stuck in that narcissistic cycle. You didn't heal from that narcissist. You didn't heal from that abusive relationship, marriage, whatever kind of relationship. You didn't heal from your, you know, sneaky links and people who mistreated you. You're going to automatically think that you can't find somebody better because you didn't do your healing work. And you're always going to attract negative individuals. And this is something I keep seeing with people where it's like all men are bad and all women are bad and this and that. Yeah, they are the ones that you attract. You know, I keep seeing these people saying, you know, all women are hoes and bitches and they're users and they're all living on welfare and got 5 baby daddies. And yeah, those are all those women you're naming, sir. Those are the only kind of women you can have access to. Those are the only women you can have access to. Sorry, I have to get people out of my comments with certain stuff. If you're commenting and it's not about the subject, you got to go. I can't do it. Kay says correct. Shadow work uncovers the veil of truth of your true self. Focus forces you to confront all the low vibrational stuff holding you back. Exactly. And people aren't doing the work. And I can always tell who's not doing the work because they're still repeating the same thing. This is bad. This is negative. This is not working out. These people are like this. This man is like this. This woman is like this. My family is like this. You have to do your healing work in order for it to unlock. When I started doing my healing work, I no longer attracted narcissists. When I started doing my healing work, that increased my self-esteem. When I started doing my healing work, that's when I realized, oh, shoot, I'm supposed to be a life coach and not a hairstylist. When I started doing my healing work, that helped me to see that these people who were my friends really weren't my friends. If you don't do your healing work, you're going to be stuck. And that's just why you're seeing a lot of people going crazy right now, because they don't know themselves. They only know their hurt self. They only know their low vibrational self. They only know their lower self. They don't know themselves in a healed state. And then once you do the healing, you don't just pop up and be like, oh, I'm a healed person, so now I'm going to know how to act. No, I had to practice. This is crazy. I'm telling you guys. So the sooner you do it, that's my only regret, not healing sooner. If I knew back then what I know now, I would have started my healing journey much sooner. I would have started my healing journey in my 20s and not at 30 years old. Because if I would have started in my 20s, I feel like I would have avoided so many horrible friendships and romantic relationships. And I think that financially, I would be a lot more stable. You know, but you can't go backwards. But if you're in your 20s, y'all in your 30s, please, guys, start your healing journey. Start your spiritual journey now. Do not wait. It unlocks everything. You only feel lost because you don't know yourself. You only know your the unhealed version of yourself. And don't rush. Take your time. Hey, Universal Human. Happy 888. Universal says, I totally agree. They function on the ego, not the heart. Exactly. What are y'all talking about? Use to bleach your skin. I hope you're not bleaching no more. Please don't do that. Bleaching will have you sick. So yeah, that's something that I would have did a lot sooner. You know, I don't feel bad for people who don't do the healing work, because if you don't do it, and I'm letting you know now, the frequency is changing. Those of you who aren't doing your healing work, you're going to see the results of it. You're going to see the results of you not healing. I'm telling you that right now. You're going to see it. You're going to be lost. You're going to be looking around and you're going to be noticing that your friends are healing, your friends are elevating, and you're not. And those people who aren't doing the work, they're going to try to hold you back. The ones who are doing the work, the ones who are doing the healing work, they're going to try to hold you back. They're going to be like, damn, you know, I see that they're able, they know their talents, they know their calling, they know what they want in life. damn, they're manifesting a lover, they're manifesting more money, they're manifesting good health. People are peeping this, guys. They're peeping this. They're seeing you're elevating. They're seeing that you're changing. And they acting funny towards you because they didn't do the work. These people have been pretending to do the work. I got people who pretend they're spiritual just to have access to me. And there's no faking now. I peep game. Goodbye. You gotta get away from me because you'll try to take me down. Nope, don't trust those people. Let me see. Oh, I like this one. It says, you can't be friends with insecure people or people who are jealous of you. This is really serious. I think people take this lightly because I think we all know what it is to be insecure. We've all been insecure. We've all been, I'm sure you probably felt jealousy before. We've all battled with insecurities, but you can't be friends with insecure people. Eventually, if that person is not actively going to therapy, right? If that person isn't working on their religious life, their spiritual life, you're not seeing them making active changes. Let me tell you something. I've been insecure before, and you know what I did? I backed away from these groups of people. I'm not really a jealous person. It's very rare that I would be jealous, but there are times where I've dealt with insecurity and they didn't see me. I didn't go with them to party. I didn't want to hang out. I didn't want to go shopping. I didn't want to be around these people because I was like, I'm not feeling my greatest self. So I don't want to be around these people, right? That is a healthy way. If you have a friend that's acting funny, like you don't hear from them, they kind of ghosting you, they kind of disappeared, be thankful that that person is stepping back and giving you space. Don't always think that somebody disappearing on you is like you did something to them. I really respect those insecure, jealous people who leave me the fuck alone until they get their shit together. I love it. I think that is a huge blessing. But a lot of people who are jealous and insecure, they stick around, they're jealous of your light, and now they want to sabotage you. Now they want to bring you down. And this has happened to me. Every time I sniffed somebody being insecure, they eventually try to sabotage me. Try to, project on me, talk down on me, not be supportive of me, gossip about me, try to find dirt on me, try to sleep with my man. I mean, the list goes on. Stay away from insecure people. Okay. And I'm not talking about, they're having some insecurity and you can't even tell. I'm talking about you are seeing that they're actively trying to it starts out verbal attacks, then it's going to go into physical attacks, trying to sabotage your reputation, trying to get into your mind and do witchcraft on you to make you not believe in yourself so you can dull your light. Okay? Then they'll try to isolate you. They don't want to invite you to events. They don't want you around because they can't stand to be in your light. When you start seeing these things, guys, get away from these people. They're no good. They're not actively working on themselves. They're actively working on you because they're stupid. They really think they can take your light. If they can't take your light, I want to dull his light. I want to dull her light. I don't care who it is. I don't even care if it's your sibling. It's your best friend. You cannot be friends and you cannot be around people you can't be friends. You can't have a relationship with people who are jealous of you, who want to be you, who want your life, and who are highly, highly insecure. All right? Don't do it. You're going to regret it. Yes, Alicia, I'm telling you. And this is something I wish I did sooner with a lot of people, because it gets worse and worse and worse and worse when you're dealing with these people. It doesn't get better, guys. They up their tactics, and narcissists included. Narcissists are very highly insecure people, but I feel like they're demonically possessed. All right. And a lot of you let things slide because it be covert. Oh, they're nerdy, or they're autistic, or they're introverted. Those can be some of the most dangerous, wickedest people. I don't think you understand. Some of the most disgusting people I've met have been autistic, have been quiet type, have been the nerdy type. Just because you're nerdy or introverted don't mean you can't be wicked. I'm telling you, the demons be in all kinds of people. But you think the person who's talking loud or who's really showing up front their demonic ways, you think those are the only kind of people, right? Another thing is that these people will do nice things sometimes. Just because a bad person does nice things sometimes doesn't mean they're not an evil person. And that's how you get twisted up. Okay. I just had a conversation earlier with somebody who booked with me, and I was just like, wait a minute. How could a person do 100 evil things and then they do like 5 good things and you consider them a good person? No, they're still an evil person. Oh my God. Let me tell you something. And because you're such a good person and you're genuine, you're going, oh, well, they do nice things for me sometimes. No, they don't. They're doing that to appear a certain way to keep you around. Okay? Be careful taking money and gifts and dinners and all this stuff from these people, because that is the only good that they're doing. They're not doing it from their heart. They're doing it so they can camouflage their evil ways. Be careful with that. Oh, this is for the ladies. You will never have to chase a man, ladies. I'm letting you know that now. I don't care if that man is more feminine, more masculine. You'll never have to chase a man. Men don't work like that. If you feel he don't want you, he really don't want you. I'm telling you that. I've had the most nerdiest, quiet, introverted man pursue me. Okay? Didn't even think the man lost his virginity yet. Pursue me. Okay, you remember like watching the show Family Matters back in the day? You saw how, Urkel was so nerdy. You would never think a man like that would probably pursue a woman. The most nerdiest, quietest man will pursue you, or he'll make it known that he's attracted to you. When you see all those crime cases, who's mostly are these men? It'd be like the incel type, the quiet type, the autistic type, the nerdy type. So if you see it even in crime cases where some of these fucking weirdos was pursuing these women, what makes you think a man who's masculine or who doesn't have any mental illness won't pursue you? What makes you think you have to chase him? Huh? Why would you want a man that you have to chase? Don't chase no man, ladies. I'm telling you that right now. And I'm letting you know this now. You know how they're like, oh, sometimes you have to pursue a man. Most of the time, those women that do pursue men, they're more masculine and the man is more feminine. If you're okay with that dynamic, cool. And a lot of times she will be the man in the relationship. She will be the provider. She will initiate sex. She will be paying them bills. He will be the woman and she will be the man. If you cool with that setup, go ahead. But I'm telling you, you will never have to chase a man that wants you. Stop chasing these men. And most of the time when you pursue a man, he's not going, oh my gosh, she's pursuing me because she wants, oh, she looks at me as a husband. No. When you pursue a man and say, oh, let me get your number, you slide in his DM, he's thinking, oh, she wanna fuck. I'm telling you, that's what he's thinking. Oh, yeah, she wanna fuck. That's it. He's thinking sex. He's always thinking sex anyway, but he thinks that you only want sex because you pursued him. And he thinks that he's the prize. Look what some Simone Biles' husband. Okay? The champion, you know, gold medalist at the Olympics right now. Pursued her husband, and what did he sit there on that podcast and say? I'm the prize. This is what these men would think. If you're okay with that, go right ahead. Same thing with oh, y'all don't know this girl. There's a girl who's a content creator. Her baby daddy, he done left her already. I think he's gay anyway, but he said, I didn't hit her up. She hit me up. She slid in my DMs. And I was like, all right, cool, whatever. Then he got her pregnant. He a whole gay man, got her pregnant. And then when the baby came, they broke up. Stop pursuing these men. Oh, all right. Y'all be getting on my nerves. All right, this is going to sound weird, but there are people who hate you and they still will be your friend. Alicia says, I think this one is toxic things about twin flame ideas. Actually, people are like, but he's the runner and I'm the chaser. Oh, that's a good example. You're right. Or he might, I'm up there spit my candy out, or he might not care about you. Okay, yeah, that's a good example. So in a lot of twin flame situations, relationships, there's always a runner and a chaser. I was in that situation. So I met my twin flame back in 2018 and he became the runner. And I guess you could say I became the chaser. I wasn't physically chasing him. But emotionally, I was like, yo, what's going on? Once he showed me a certain pushback, I left that man alone. We worked at the same job. I would walk by him like I didn't even know him. I blocked him. He couldn't handle it. We would be in the break room, and I wouldn't even look at him. He would come purposely and sit at the table where I'm eating at to try to get my attention. So for a little bit, then he became the chaser, but no, it's been years. We never ended up together. But after a while, I said, no, thank you. I'm good, baby. Don't chase him. I don't even give a damn if it's your twin flame or your soulmate. Because in the twin flame situation, they need to heal in order to be in a union with you. So why chase them? They don't really want to be there. Let them go. Let them run and let them go heal. And if y'all do end up together, great. But most twin flames, I don't think end up together because you really came into each other's lives to trigger a healing journey. You back? I didn't even know you left. I'm just giving tips, wisdom, life tips. Oh, people I don't trust. This is one from the people I don't trust list. I don't trust people that invite themselves to your house. I don't trust, hey honey, I don't trust people. Y'all didn't put my Cash App. Somebody write my Cash App in the chat, please. $ the light 777. I've been talking for an hour and 30 minutes and I didn't get a donation. Y'all know I don't work for free. I don't trust people that, thank you, Paradigm. I don't trust people that invite themselves to my house I don't trust people that invite themselves on my trips, my vacations. If I say I'm going to a party, I'm going here, I'm going there, that's weird. This is very weird. And every time someone did this, it backfired. Please don't do this. If you one of those people, you talking to a friend or you talking to a stranger, you're like, oh my gosh, can I go with you? And if you're a person that this happened to you, say no. No, this is, for me and this person, we want to spend time together. Don't be passive aggressive. Don't be scared to tell that person no. This is a red flag. Don't be inviting yourself to somebody's house. A lot of time, first of all, your house is your temple. All right, it's your temple. Everyone should not be entering your temple, right? And some people are demonic as hell. All right. A lot of times people want to come in your home and leave their energy there, right? They want to come in your home to judge. They want to say, oh, let me see how dirty her bathroom is. Let me see how clean his room is. Let me see what they got. They want to size out. Let me see how much money they got. Let me see what kind of furniture they got. Don't let nobody in your house. I don't even, when I'm dating a guy and he's like, I'm coming over. No, you're not. And I've never been to your house. No, you don't need to be in my house. No, I don't play that. And a lot of y'all let people see where y'all live. That's how people end up dead. Stop inviting strangers to your home. I can't tell you what to do, but that's how you're going to get robbed and killed. And you're not supposed to let just anybody just walk over your threshold and leave in their dark energy just so you just met them. Why are they sleeping in your house? Why are you having sex with them in your bed? Go get a hotel, $60 hotel. What are you doing? And if you can't afford a $60 hotel, you don't need to be fucking. I'm just saying. Be careful. Letting strangers in your home with people's energy, and then you don't even know they're crazy because you just met this man or you just met this woman 3 weeks ago. Now you find out they got a record. Now you found out they're a killer. Now you found out they're sick in the head. They're a demon. And damn, they know where I live now. What is going on? Be very wary of people who are inviting themselves to your house. Is not always what you think. And then so many people be homeless. Some people be homeless. Okay? They trying to see how you living to see they're comfortable. I told y'all a story about, I had this ex, right? When we were dating, I would never really let him come over my house because my grandma was alive at the time. He had his own apartment. So when we were dating, I would mostly go to his apartment. But he knew where I lived, but he wouldn't sleep over because my grandmother was alive. And I wouldn't let men sleep over my house with my grandmother in the house. Like, that's disrespectful, So but when I was dating back then, I was in my 20s still. So I would either get a hotel room or go to their house. They had their own crib. So we always went to his crib. We broke up. I'm in a whole new relationship. One day I get a call from him at midnight. And I'm like, what's up? What's good? Hey, I'm locked out of my apartment. Can I sleep over tonight? I thought this was strange, but I said, okay, cool. I let him sleep on my couch. At the time I had a sofa in my living room. I let him sleep on the couch. And then I went ahead and went in my room and locked the door. He didn't touch me. We didn't kiss. We didn't do nothing because I was in a whole new relationship. So I was like, this is strange. Long story short, come to find out, he had a whole baby, brand new baby, newborn. I had no idea this man met some girl in the projects. So you met a girl in so this was crazy. When I was dating this guy, he didn't want to be faithful to me. He didn't want to do right by me. So he went and found a girl that lived in the projects and got her pregnant. So you broke, she broke. Y'all need to get together and be broke together and raise your baby. No, what do you think this man want to do? Talking about, can I move in with you? I said, are you on crack? So you went and had a baby with a woman in the projects who ain't got nothing, and now you want to backtrack and go to your ex-girlfriend who owns a house and go live with her? You are sick in the head. Let me tell you, people crazy. So be careful. I never in a million years thought that man, that's the reason why he wanted to sleep over my house. He wanted to sleep over my house that night because he wanted to scope out my house to see, oh yeah, is it comfortable here? Maybe I would like to live here. Isn't that sick? Be careful. Yes, that was a dark sided cat man. I ain't messing with them dirt bags. I couldn't. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you for the Cash App. Did I get it? Let me see. Yes, I got it. Thank you so much. Everybody follow right behind Cheryl. Cheryl sent me a donation. Somebody else sent me one too. Thank you so much. Y'all ain't off the hook. But yeah, you got to be very careful. One time also, I had a coworker. We were kind of friends. Not really, not even friends. Let me not say that. We were getting to know each other. And one day she just said, hey, let's do a sleepover at your house. I said, who house? She said, let's do, yes, honey, I do have Zelle. It's my email address, neoangie3000@yahoo.com. That's my Zelle. I can't write it in the chat. If anybody knows my email, you can put the email in the chat. I can't write it because I don't know why. YouTube don't allow me to write on this phone for some reason. But you can always find it in my video, my other videos. My email is right in there. So this girl talking about, can I come? Let's have a summer party at your house for the weekend. What is going on? I said no. I said you can book an Airbnb and then I'll pay for half of it. I said, but we're not having no summer party at my house. And I have never been to this girl's house ever. I found out this girl had a car. I didn't even know this woman had a car. But yet this chick was inviting herself to my house to sleep at my house for the weekend. I said, people are crazy. Please be careful. People be tripping. People be tripping. Who the hell do that? It's a broke people raising families. I thought that was so strange. I thought that was so weird. You know, I'm telling you, you know, this one girl who was jealous of me, she started booking hair appointments, I think just to come look at my house. And I come to find out her house was disgusting. They had bed bugs. Her mom was a hoarder, but yet she booked a hair appointment just to get in my house because I was doing hair in my house during the pandemic. And she would come to my bedroom and she'll be like, oh God, you got all that stuff on your dresser. I said, yeah, because it's my dresser. Because I have like a lot of body products and stuff like that. I said, where it's supposed to be? In the garbage? It's my dresser. Oh, what made you put that color with your curtains? And why you have all these products? And wow, you got all these shoes. And people just want to get in your fucking house because they trying to pocket watch you. They trying to see how you live. They trying to see, oh, you claim to be love and light, but are you dirty? That's it. They just want something to talk about. Be very careful. He said, you think you a hoarder? Listen, there are some hoarders who are clean hoarders. I seen an episode like that. This woman was an organized hoarder. You know those clear plastic bins? She was buying so much stuff, but organizing it. I was like, wow, I never seen that kind of hoarding. I could deal with that, but I can't deal with the hoarders who are filthy. Oh, I can't deal with that. They be having the food and the roaches and the mice and And the bad bug, oh, I can't deal with that. That's nasty. But yeah, long story short, watch who be inviting themselves. They weirdo. I don't trust people who invite themselves to your house. Be careful with that. And why are you so eager to come to my house? How come you didn't say, hey, come over to my house? That's weird. That is so weird. My second advice piece is, I feel losing friends is natural. You know, the world tries to make it seem like, oh, you don't have no friends, there's something weird with you. Losing friends is a natural state in life. Divorces to me are natural, breakups are natural. And I've seen people want to kill their ex, kill, their ex-wife, their ex-husband, kill their ex-boyfriend and girlfriend because they think that that person is supposed to stay with them forever. No. Just like the seasons change, just like the planet changes, just like the sun rises and then the sun sets and the moon comes out, things are supposed to change. Breakups are natural. People do not have to love you forever. Okay? And this is something that is taught in America. I don't know if it's taught all over the world. I'm only here in America. No comment. I ain't gonna say nothing. I got some white supporters, so I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. But no, I know a lot of black hoarders. My grandmother was a hoarder. When she died, guys, even to this day, this house, my house does not look beautiful at all because it was just so much stuff in this house that even the past 10 years that I haven't even gotten to yet. I had to clean out this house. It's crazy. It's crazy. But what was I saying? Damn, y'all made me lose my thought. What was I talking about? Oh, yes. Losing friendships. If you're losing friends, that means you're growing. All right. Breakups as well. Why do you think people break up after 10 years? Why do you think people break up after 15, 20, sometimes 30 years of marriage? Because it is very hard to stay with somebody if you're a person who's evolving. Sometimes you will be able to evolve with those people or in that marriage or that relationship. But if not, it is meant for you to go separate ways. I think a lot of times people don't realize staying in certain relationships, you're holding up your blessings, you're holding up your abundance. What if it was your life path to every 5 years or every 10 years, you're supposed to have a new partner? But you still with the same partner. You were supposed to divorce them 10 years ago. And if you would got with the new partner, you would have more blessings, but you stayed with that partner for 10 more years and you're holding up your blessings. People don't think like this. Sometimes you'll stay with a partner. I was watching this crime show, love crime shows, and this guy was been supposed to break up with this woman, and guess what? She ends up killing him. But if he would have let her go, if he would have stayed no contact with her, he would have still been alive. But he decided to keep that relationship going, and all his friends and family was like, leave her alone, leave her alone. But he kept going back to her. Sometimes you can stay with somebody and end up dead. Sometimes you can stay with somebody and lose your fortune, lose your next blessing, because they're holding up your next love partner. They're holding up your next blessing. It can't come in until you let them go. But no, society and religion tells you marriage is supposed to be forever. Friendships are supposed to be forever. You're supposed to let these people abuse you. You're supposed to stay with these people. Oh, it's all right. Just cheat on them, and stay with them because you made an oath in front of God. This is the most wickedest thing that I see people do. And I just be looking at them like, man, they don't even realize. Sometimes your blessing could be sitting right there, just waiting for you to just let that person go, and then boom. And why do you think you see certain people, as soon as they get divorced, they look different? They look healthier. They're shining. They don't look dead in the eyes anymore. Their face don't look washed up anymore because that person was draining them and was holding back their abundance. Oh, Lord. Yes, that's true, Cheryl. People are afraid of starting over. Who's a Cancer? It's very hard to lose people, but you'll get over it. You'll get over it. Oh boy, Janae. Oh shit, there's a fly in here. That means a monitoring spirit. Oh boy. Janae Aiko been with Big Sean for almost 10 years, no ring. I don't think he wants to marry her. I don't think he wants to marry her. But you know what? Listen, she'll make a oh, because she was a Cancer. I know a lot of clean Cancers. I know a lot of clean Cancers. I don't think her sign had anything to do with her hoarding. I think her narcissism, her mental illness, had everything to do with her hoarding, and she had horrific things happen to her in her childhood. So a lot of hoarders had horrific things happen to them in their childhood, so they couldn't control what happened to them. So it's like they're holding on. You get it? Yeah. So most people who hoard, there's something happened in their childhood. I had a relative that got molested when he was a child, and he became a hoarder. His own brother molested him, and he became a hoarder. And he's a professional too, which is sad. And he hid it. He hid it. And I knew something was up because I remember, like, as a kid, his car was always dirty, and I used to be like, why is his car so dirty? And then he lived with his parents because he worked a lot because he was in the military. But when he would come home, when he wasn't stationed, when he wasn't on base, he would come stay at his parents' house. He would say, no, don't go to my room, don't open my room door, don't go in there. And then I realized, oh, he was trying to hide that he was a hoarder. So yeah, a lot of people are triggered. But yeah, I don't think my grandmother was a hoarder because she was a Cancer. Because I know some Cancers who were very clean with their clothes and their house and accessories. But yeah, she had a lot of trauma and she was a narcissist, so that makes sense. Actually, there's a supporter of mine. She's a Cancer. She's not on here right now. Her name is Chosen. She's a Cancer, and she's always doing videos of her apartment. Her apartment looks like you could eat off the floor. She's a very clean Cancer. She got a nice car too. Her car be fly and clean. I noticed that. Trey says, I think he's a low-key destiny swap. Oh, that's a good one. Cheryl, you missed the last live. I did a whole video about destiny swapping. Oh my goodness, you missed it? She said, I know a Cancer and she dirty and musty. Oh God, that's terrible. I'm trying to think, did I know a lot of dirty? No, only my grandmother. Every other Cancer I know, they was pretty clean, but they was loose. They was loose. Very, very highly sexual people. They had a lot of sexual partners. I wouldn't be surprised if my grandmother was a little hoe back in the day. She did get pregnant with my father when she was 19. As soon as she landed in Harlem from North Carolina, she got knocked up by a little Harlem slick talker. Trey says, I think Big Sean is destiny swapping with Janae. He literally stole her whole holistic spiritual persona. He's using her sexual energy and artistically. I'm laughing because this shit is so easy. This shit is crazy. I did hear somebody say that, and isn't he coming out with an album now? I think he's coming out with an album, right? Yep, he probably is. I mean, when a man sleeps with a woman, he's using her energy. So I wouldn't be surprised if he is using her energetically. But I don't have a baby daddy, so I don't want to say leave your man. But if you want marriage and your baby daddy's not marrying you, and you really want marriage and you want to be a wife, then move on. Definitely move on. Yeah, Cheryl, you're gonna have to watch the playback. I did a whole live, a 3-hour live. It's probably like an hour and some change. If you go in the comments, I clicked right where I start talking about destiny swapping. It's so many different. It's hard to talk about because there's so many different methods of people who destiny swap with you. Oh my gosh. Let me get this troll out of here. Get out of here, trolls. Y'all gotta get a life. Y'all gotta get a life. Yeah, there's so many different ways. People could just be around you and feed off your energy, and what you have planned for your life will suddenly happen to them. They take your ideas, they take your plans, and these things don't happen for you. It starts to happen for them. It's so many different ways they can destiny swap with you. They can hold up your plans so that way you won't fulfill them. And then they start fulfilling them. They become you. They start dressing like you, talking like you, walking like you, acting like you, stealing your friends, stealing your family. It's so many different ways. And there's some of them who could do witchcraft on you. Some of them can steal your destiny spiritually. And, you die and they live. You get sick and they are healthy. They'll switch with you. They can look into your birth chart. They can look into the Akashic records and say, what's going to happen to them in the near future? Let me get a head start and take their life. It's scary. You said you need a snack, Latondra? Oh, girl. Listen. Skinny people snack too, not just big people. Oh my God, I need some water. Coconut water. That's why my water looks so cloudy. Don't think, oh my gosh, you drinking tap water? I drink coconut water and alkaline water. I love coconut water. It's so good. It is very scary. Definitely, if you didn't check that live out, look at the live before this one. It's about destiny swapping. That was a good live. That was like what, last weekend? Oh, this is a good one. Don't tell your friends about your financial issues. Don't do it. And if you can avoid taking money from friends, taking a lot of monetary gifts from friends, don't do it. Even family, guys, I'm telling you. Don't do it. I learned huge lessons from this. A lot of your friends do nice things for you, not because it's out of the kindness of their heart. A lot of them do it to control you. A lot of them do it to try to pry into your business. And something I noticed, I never had like a friend that is very rare. As soon as a friend thinks they make more money than you, they automatically assume that they're better than you. Just because you make more money than someone does not mean that you're a better person. It just means that you have more money. The most evilest person can have money, okay? You don't know how to even what they're doing to even get that money, okay? Um, but this is something, if I can go back, I would never take a dinner. I would never take a gift. I would never borrow not even $25 from a friend. I would find a way to get it. Uh-uh. Um, when people think that they have more than you, they'll start to mistreat you. And I think it's sometimes it's human nature. I don't think it's always that they're evil. A lot of people really measure people's worth on how much money they make. All right, especially if you're dealing with people who are not chosen ones, you're dealing with people who aren't genuine, you're dealing with people who um you're dealing with people who have a matrix mindset. They really truly believe in their head, oh, I have a degree, I make more money than them, I have a house, I got a car, I'm better than them. No, they're not. No, no, they're not. Okay. Um, and a lot of them would try to use their money to control you because a lot of them don't have anything else to give you friendship wise. They suck at friendship. They suck at giving advice. They suck at being supportive. They suck at motivational speeches. I mean, if you're sick in a hospital, you had surgery, they suck at being supportive. All they have is fucking money. You know how when they say, if I take the sex out of the relationship, let's see what we would have? Take money and gifts out of your friendships and see what happens. I'm telling you, the whole friendships in time will be dismantled. They have nothing to give you. And a lot of times I notice when you are spiritually gifted, when you have a bright spiritual light, this is what these people offer because they're lazy. They don't want to be emotionally intelligent. They don't want to do the work. So it's like, oh, it's okay. I'll just pay for the vacation. I'll pay for the spa. I'll pay for, dinner. That's all I'm gonna do because they can't sustain relationships without money. Without that fucking green, they're horrible. They're nothing. They don't have anything to give to you. And a lot of times the person that's not spending more money in a friendship or relationship, they're the ones doing more work. They're the ones that's being more supportive, more nurturing, more loving, and doing even physical labor. Okay? Physical labor. As soon as I started saying, oh, no. I don't take money from friends. No. Do not pay for dinner. It's okay. Here's my money. I do not take money from friends. Even on my birthday. Next week, I'm not letting my friends pay for shit. I will hustle up the money and pay for my own damn birthday food. Nope. No, thank you. When you start taking away money, watch how these people act. Watch how these people act. I'm telling you. And when you try to part from them, the first thing they say is, oh, I bought you this. I spent money on you. But they can never say, damn, you going to cut me off like that? I held you down when you were sick. Damn, you going to cut me off like that? I held you at night when you was crying, when your mother died, when your father died. Because they didn't do none of that shit. All they did was pay for dinner and spas and vacations, and that's it. All they are is money. They're nothing else. Start taking money out of your friendships and watch how it goes. Just pay for all your shit. Okay? Don't even take your little treats or nothing like that. You pay for yourself, let them pay for themselves, and come back to me and tell me what your friendship is. Nothing. This is something I peeped. Okay, this is something I peeped about these people. If I can go back, if I could turn back the hands of time, I wouldn't take not even a fucking dinner, crumb, nothing from these people. And that's the first thing they tell. Oh, I did this for her. I did that for her. I didn't ask you to do none of that. You did that because that's all you had to offer. So one day I woke up and realized these bitches ain't got no emotional intelligence, no personality. They're shitty friends. They're not supportive. All they do is just hang out with me. That's it. And pay for shit because that's all they can offer. They have nothing else to give you. They don't have anything to give you. Universal said, I had a friend like that. I had a friend who still spies on me, even did everything I wanted them to do. Chosen people always have a hard time with money. It sucks big time. Yup. SK says they don't give a damn about you. No, they don't. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Victor says they start criticizing and they don't accept. They don't accept what? You didn't finish your sentence. I'm telling I never again. Never again. No, thank you. No, thank you. I remember last year, this girl wanted to hang out with me for my birthday, and then she canceled at the last minute because she said that she didn't have enough money. I said, enough money for what? And she was like, oh, because I wanted to pay for you and me. I said, no, love. I said, you weren't paying for me. I don't invite people out for my birthday to pay for me. I pay for myself. She was like, you really was going to pay for yourself? I said, yeah, so if you still want to come, you're welcome to come. No, I don't feel right. It's your birthday. I should pay for you. I said, nope. I don't take money from friends anymore. Anytime if I need to borrow money, I call my ex. I'll call my ex or I'll call a male friend. I don't take money from female friends. No, I don't want you. I don't even want you to buy me a stick of gum. No, because the first second they get, they're gonna try to throw it in your face like you need them or they're better than you. Okay, and they'll try to mistreat you too. They'll try to mistreat you. I watch people. I've seen people. Because for me, I play broke when I'm broke, and I play broke when I'm not broke. Because I love to sit there and watch people and see how they're going to treat me. People are always going to respect you when you have money, guys. When they think you got money, they're going to treat you well. But when people think you're broke, that's when you see their true character. Oh, yeah. I learned my lesson with that one. I had this friend. I was just laughing, sitting there looking at her. This was years ago, and I had thousands of dollars in my bank account. This was years ago, and she was just, oh, you ain't got it like that. I'll pay for everything. I said, all right, go ahead. I said, no, I'll pay. No, you don't got it like that. You don't make more money than me. I make more money than you, so I'll pay for everything. I let that bitch pay for everything. Cause who told you that I didn't have more money than you? Cause you think you got a little government job. You think you got more money than me. Go ahead. I'll let her pay for everything. Since you think you better than me. I'm telling you, watch how these people act. And then when they do stuff, they'll turn around and act like you tried to use them. And you didn't ask them for nothing. You didn't ask them for any of this. Oh my God. Like when I was friends with that girl who was a doctor. Oh, you know what? One day randomly, when I went to visit her in Atlanta, we were on our way to a Thai restaurant. And she was like, oh, you know what? This year, I was talking to a friend. You know, she played them subliminal mind games, right? Instead of like directly talking to me, she will always just like hypothetically or speak indirectly pretty much. Yeah, I was talking to a friend and we were saying that, you know, we always do for people and people gotta have to start doing for us. And I'm just looking at her like, this bitch can't be serious. I never asked you for none of that shit. I didn't ask you for none of that. People will weaponize they will use their money, they will weaponize it, and then turn around and say you're a user. When they use their money to be abusive and weaponize it to control. So now, don't take nothing from nobody. I don't even care if you gotta sell your damn TV or your damn game system. Don't take money from people. I'd rather you take it from the government. Don't take nothing from people and watch how they act. So we go to the Thai restaurant, and when the bill come, Thai food is cheap as shit. I think the bill was like $40-$50. And I put my card on the table. She gonna say, "Oh my God, you got Chase? I didn't know you had a bank account." I said, "Excuse you?" I did not take shit from that girl ever again. This is how people are. I'm telling you. Me, when I give from my heart. I'm not counting coins and this and that. If I feel like somebody is using me financially, I just stop doing it. It's that simple. But these people lead with money. They use money to control you. They use money because they know I'm not gonna call them. I'm not gonna be there for them in any other area of their life. I'm only gonna spend money to keep them around. I don't want to do the labor of being a true friend. I don't want to do the emotional labor. So all they want to do is spend their money. The jig is up. Stop taking money and favors from friends and watch. These people will fade to black because they have nothing to give. She said, "Wow, that even pissed me off." Yeah. I looked at that bitch like, "Are you serious? Are you freaking serious?" I think it was last year or the year. I think it was 2022. I cut her ass off. She showed up to my house. She lived in Atlanta. I guess she was in town. She showed up to my house. She tried to go through people to find me. She created an Instagram account to track me down. She emailed me. She tried to track me down all kinds of ways. Oh, don't try to find me now. If you think I'm so broke, if you think you're better than me, now I'm doing you a favor. Bye. My broke ass is leaving. Goodbye. So you can save your money. Yep. I'm telling you. Trust me. When I do something for a friend financially, I do it from my heart, or I don't do it at all. Trust me, I'm a Leo. When we actually, I'm going to do a zodiac video about money and the signs. When we don't have it, we say it. Okay. And another thing people don't understand is some people can say, I don't ever use the word broke. I need to stop using that. When you are going through something financially, people be thinking you don't have nothing at all. No, I did not say that. Obviously, I'm not homeless and I'm not sleeping on the E train in New York City, dummy. When I say that I'm going through something financially, that means that I cannot live the lifestyle that I deserve. I can't pay certain bills this month or something like that. People be thinking you say that you're financially challenged, that you're homeless or something. It's like they go to extreme. My broke is some people's good. You get what I'm trying to say? And people don't understand that. And this is why now I don't share my financial. I might tell y'all my financial business on YouTube, but when it comes to friends, how you doing? Good. I'm doing good. I'm blessed. I'm thankful. I'm provided for. Thank you. Just speak it into existence. You are abundant, because a lot of these friends and family, they can't wait for you to tell them that you broke. They can't wait for you to tell them you ain't got no groceries, or you can't pay your phone bill, or you don't have this and that. They be like, yeah, if they doing bad, I know I'm up. Always tell people you good. I'm telling you, I don't care if you have to sell plates out your house, sell your television, go to the pawn shop. Don't be taking money from these friends, because these people can give you $20 and think they better than you. Go sit your ass down somewhere, girl. Please, girl. Bye. These people kill me. All right, let me get off that. I got so passionate about that because I'm telling you, there's so many people that mistreat people because they think they got more money than them. You could be talking down on somebody who's a fucking millionaire and you wouldn't even know it. Oh my goodness. Universal said, I be telling people I came out of homeless shelter, then I swing my authentic Gucci bag in their face. See, and that's another thing. A lot of us bounce back so fast. We bounce back so fast. They can't believe it. They can't believe it. I'm telling you, just a few months ago, I was unemployed. And then this year, boom, I went to Mexico by myself. People was like, you really going to Mexico? You still going to Mexico? Yeah. Really? Really? They can't believe it because chosen ones bounce back so quick. Their head be spinning, and I can't wait to see what God gonna do for me before the end of 2024. I can't wait to see what God's gonna do for me in 2025 because I know something is coming. they think they mad now. Wait to the end of this year. Our blessings are on the way. Yep. Every time we lay low, we be down, we lay low, and we come right back up. God keeps blessing us. We come right back up. Oh boy. Oh shoot, it's 1:00 in the morning. What's my other yeah, okay, I said that already. Let's see. Oh yeah. People make time for who they want, okay? Guys, I see this a lot. Can you see me? Okay. I'm still here. When people aren't making time for you and you know that they can, you're not a priority. Okay? You're not a priority. And it might hurt. And it might hurt. You might want to spend time with that person. You may want to get to know that person a little bit more. You want them to court you. You want to date them or be friends with them. They are not interested. A lot of people are pussy. A lot of people are awkward. They're scared to tell you they're not interested. They're scared to tell you, oh, I'm married, or I'm dealing with somebody already, or I got me a little sneaky link. I don't have the energy or the time or the funds to deal with you. There are certain things that people are going through that you don't know about. You're not a priority. They're not that into you. It's okay. Don't keep hitting someone up. Hey, when are we going to hang out? Hey, when are we going to go to the movies? Hey, when are we going to go bowling? Stop. You're embarrassing yourself. Have some damn respect for yourself. I got a 2-limit ask. I'll ask someone, hey, do you want to hang out? Or I'll come up and say, hey, let's meet up here. And they don't make no move. All right, maybe a couple of weeks might go by, maybe even a few months might go by. And I ask them again, hey, do you want to meet up? That's it. It don't take people weeks and months, especially if y'all live in the same fucking city. It doesn't take people that long to put effort into you. I'm telling you, when a person wants you, they will make time for you. When they're interested, you will know, because it's almost like they'll make a space in their life for you. But the reason why they keep talking to you is because people like to put people on fucking layaway. Oh, he's cute. She's cute. They cool. When I'm done over here, I might go play with them later. Or they're hoping that you would get the point and you will leave so that they don't have to do the emotional or verbal work to tell you, listen, I'm not feeling you. I'm not into you. So when you keep texting them and calling them, you know, you in their group chat and they be like, look at this dumb bitch. She stay trying to hit me up and hang out with me. Oh my gosh, she's so desperate. Like, she don't get the point. Like, I never make time for her. Damn, he's stupid. Why he keep hitting me up? What a lame. Like, can't he tell I'm not into him? But they're lame. They're lame too because they're not gangster enough to tell you, listen, I don't like you. Listen, I don't want to hang out with you. Leave me alone. 2 times. That's it. That person doesn't call you, text you, make time for you. Let it go. I don't even care if it's your mama, your daddy. Let it go. Because people who really like you and love you will make time for you. I don't even care if they're the president. They're gonna. You think the president make time for his wife? They do. Leaders, all these great leaders made time for all their mistresses, and these people can't make time for you. These people who are serial killers went to work, went home to their wives, and still made time to kill? Come on, guys, wake up. They don't fuck with you like that, but they're too pussy to tell you. They're just lame like that. But you got to catch on. And it sucks because if you're like autistic or you have something going on with you, you may not be able to pick up the social cues. So hopefully God will send somebody to you and be like, hello, wake up. They don't like you. People will literally drag you along, string you along, and they aren't interested in you. People will talk to you, you know, they want your energy like a pen pal, but they don't want to physically hang out with you. It's strange. It's very strange. Universal says, laughing my effing ass off. That happened to me once. They enjoyed that. They felt superior. Yeah, some people like people to chase them. That is true. They'll play that cat and mouse game because it's feeding their ego. That's so true. So I flipped it on them and messaged them every day for weeks until our relationship ended. You annoyed them so much that the relationship ended? 222. That's crazy. Don't ever. I used to do this a lot when I was a teenager. I just did not get it. I did not get it. Like, she doesn't like me. He doesn't like me. They don't want to be my friend. I kept begging, hey, let's go bowling. Let's go hang out. Let's do this. Let's do that. And it never happened. Some people be like, yeah, oh, they be in their phone like, yeah, look what they texting me. They sweating me. What? That is so stupid. That's dumb. I'm not interested. They're not going to do it though. They rather just string you along. And you know, this happened to me. Even like last year after I deleted my Instagram, even the chicks that was at my birthday party in 2022, I don't talk to none of them. After I deleted my Instagram, if we were true friends, it shouldn't have to take for me to delete my Instagram. We weren't friends. You were just too pussy to cut me off. As soon as I delete my Instagram, I don't hear from you anymore. You're a weirdo. You could have been told me you didn't like me. You could have been told me you don't feel comfortable in my light. People make time for who they want, who they feel is a priority. Hey girl, you want to come to my 40th birthday vacation? Yeah, I'm gonna come. Child, please. I get it. No problem. I don't text those girls. I deleted their number. Now, if I don't hear from somebody within 6 months, I delete their number. And I understand that we're adults and certain things can happen in our life. I said, hey, if somebody died, I'll find out eventually. God rest their soul. But if I don't hear from somebody within 6 months, I delete their number. The guy that I was talking to, I had not seen him, spoken to him since New Year's. I texted him 3 times within this year. No response. By the 3rd time I text him this year, within months, I think July was finally he responded to me. I said, who is this? He never replied back. He probably said, oh shit, she deleted my number. Sure did. That's it. We don't got to talk. They're not really interested. They don't like you like that. And it's okay. There'll be other people who will put effort in you and will make you a priority. Sierra says, I hate that. Yeah, it's stupid. It's a waste of time. Universal, they will invite you and you will be the butt of the joke. Exactly. They would mistreat you. When you get there, they'll mistreat you. Did you always end up in third wheels before your awakening? Yes. With narcissists, yes. Yeah. They always purposely, it happened since I was a kid. So I had narcissistic friends since I was a child. And yes, I always ended up in third party, but being a chosen one and being a natural loner, it never fazed me. They thought they were hurting me when the entire time I actually felt comfortable in those dynamics. I was always the friend growing up that it would be me, my homegirl, and her man hanging out. And as soon as I got a man, it was like a big issue. It'll be like, oh, he's ugly and we don't like him. And it was like always, they didn't want me to have anyone. Say if I had a friend who was dating somebody. I remember this girl would bring every dude she was sexing and dating, she brung him around the friend circle. And I remember it was Thanksgiving and she invited me to come over. I was dating somebody at this time and she invited me to come over for Thanksgiving to her house. And at this time she was with her baby daddy and the baby was pretty young or whatever. And I used to babysit her baby. And I said, well, yeah, I'll come over, but I'm going to spend Thanksgiving with the guy that I'm dating. Can I bring him? And she said, no. So yes, when you're a chosen one, when you're empathic, when you are a genuine person, people will constantly try to isolate you and put you in third wheel situations. There was many times where girls would say, the matter of fact, the chick that I just cut off the 40-year friendship, my god sister, she came to New York, and this was this last year? This might have been the year before last. Might have been 2022. And I invited her out, and we went to, I said, oh, let's do a girls' dinner when you come into town. When I get to the restaurant, mind you, the reservation's under my name. She gets to the restaurant before me, sits down, and when I get to the seat, she has a man there. So she's invited a date to a girls' night. So yes, this happens a lot. Definitely. This definitely happened a lot. Now, if anything like that ever was to happen, I would say good night. Or I would move to the bar and go sit by my fucking self. Don't play with me like that. Don't play with me like that, because these people can't be in your energy alone. These people are trying to make you feel left out. And it was funny because the guy that she had with her kept staring at my butt, staring at my boobs, and he found me so intriguing. And this happened a lot. Like a lot of the girls that tried to do this to me, their man or their date would find me so interesting. They didn't think that these men would find me interesting because I'm a bigger woman. but they would be like, wow, you're so spiritual and different. Like, I like you, and this your friend, she's cool. How come you never invite her before? Or how come I never met her before? Where you be hiding her? And that would piss them off because they never would think that their man would be into me. So that's funny as hell. Yep. So this happened my whole life. Latangela says, you made me feel so much better about not having a degree. I have so many people that think they're better than me because they have a degree. That's another topic too. We can add that on there too. Listen, I will never take away from people who spent many years getting education. That's great. Good for you. But to think that you're better than someone because you have a degree is insanity. There are people who didn't go to an institution and who are more intelligent, who were born geniuses, and who know a lot more. See, the thing about degrees is that you know a lot about that one particular subject, right? But to me, a highly intelligent person is someone who knows a little bit about a lot of different things. You know, I've been around some of my friends who are, have master's degrees, and they were looking at me like, what the fuck are you talking about? I've never heard this before. What? What are you talking about? How do you know this? And they'll go Google it and go, how do you know this? This is real. This is true what you're saying. Like, where's the evidence of that, And everyone is intelligent in their own ways. And I'll tell you this, my spiritual gifts, my intuition, my psychic abilities, if God said, which one do you want? Do you want a PhD or do you want your spiritual gifts? I would choose my spiritual gifts every fucking time. You cannot learn spiritual gifts. You cannot get psychic abilities from PhD. And we're all not going to have degrees, and we're not all going to learn the same. And I think degrees are also based on memory. So it depends on how your memory works. Because I know a lot of people who have no common sense and they have a PhD. And I'm like, wow, that's interesting. Their brain was able to retain that information, but they can't, open up a doorknob. I find that very interesting. So I think everyone's brain is different. And I used to feel some kind of way because the Black people I grew up with in my church, my religion, they went to Stanford and NYU and MIT and all these prestigious schools. They're doctors and lawyers and scientists and, all these great careers. And then I turned out to be a hairstylist and a spiritualist. But that's amazing too. And I'm intelligent in my own way, so even if you don't have a degree, you can still be intelligent. Don't ever let nobody look down on you because you don't have a degree. There's people that have degrees and can never get on camera and talk about the things that I talk about or other content creators talk about because they don't have knowledge of it. They don't have spiritual gifts. They don't have life experience of these things, and you got to be very confident in who you are. I used to feel some kind of way about it, and now I don't. I don't feel no kind of way about it. I'm never going to talk on something I don't know. And also, you really can't argue with these people because they're going to bring up statistics of science and data and things that's on Google, things that are taught in the books. They're always going to bring that up. And what I talk about is supernatural and it's something that can never be explained. So I don't argue with these people. I let them do their thing and I do my thing. Basically, hey, India. Exactly. I think that I think that God wanted it that way. They're supposed to be scientists and lawyers and doctors, and then they're supposed to be mystical people like myself as well. We're all important, and I don't feel more of a magical human being because I have gifts that a lot of them don't have. You get it? Pretty much. Yup. That is true too. Yup. Yep, you said Universal says you are also messing up their illusion. They worked years to be a part of the. Yes, yes, yes. Yep, yep. That is so true. Plant C says uncommon sense sometimes. That's true. Yeah, we're all. Oh, thank you, India. He said you look amazing. Thank you. Um, yeah, we all play a part. We need politicians, we need doctors and scientists and lawyers, and then we need mystical people as well. So we're all important, but in this matrix, they're told that they're more important, and that shit is crazy. That shit is crazy, you know? Like I have a friend, I don't want to call her a friend, but I'll say she was my hair client for like 8 years, and I actually went to elementary school with her. And one day, her and I got into it because we were talking about voting. And some point into my spiritual journey, I stopped voting. And she was just like, "What?" Like she went like off. Like, you don't know what you're talking about, and voting is real, and this and that, and da-da-da-da. I just let her go off. I let her go off. There's no need to argue with people. You know, I view the world differently. She views the world differently. And I really do feel like we're all in different dimensions. So I said, listen, I understand you're a politician. And if voting is what you believe in, then do so. But it's something that I don't believe in anymore. And she just didn't get it. She just didn't get it. What was funny is during the pandemic, she said something very interesting to me. She was just like, something's up. And I was like, girl, what you mean something's up? She was just like, I feel like this pandemic was planned. And I was like, wait, girl, what? You? You're saying that? You know, so a lot of people are waking up, you know, to the truth about the Matrix and how it's ran. You know, and a lot of us who are conspiracy theorists, that there's a lot of things that we warned y'all about that is true, you know, but we had to go through a moment where we looked like we were crazy, and now we're seeing what we said is what it really is coming to pass. And now people who didn't believe in these things are seeing the truth about the government and politics and all these different things, you know, they're seeing the truth. So I was so shocked that she had the nerve, the you know, the balls to say that to me. And then there was something I predicted she said that came true, and she was like, you said this. Oh, I predicted that Cassie was going to take down P Diddy, and she was like, you said this 2 years ago, how did you know that? And I was like, I don't know how I knew that, but I was just talking. I was just like, yeah, I think Cassie's going to be the one to trigger it and you know, take down P Diddy or whatever. And she was like, girl, I can even go back to the text message, like, you told me this 2 years ago that he was going to go down. And I was just like, yeah, I saw it. So sometimes you will see things, and keep talking, because your family and friends who live in the matrix, who really are like obsessed with the matrix, because you got to understand the matrix works for them. It don't work for us. It works for them. This is why I have financial problems, because I refuse to work the matrix. And I'm always being punished for it. And that is something I was thinking about today too. Earlier, well, yesterday, the 8th, was a lot of times people don't realize it. When you go against the matrix, you will suffer. You will go without food sometimes. You will go without luxury sometimes. You will go without friends and family sometimes because you're not you're not agreeable to the system. And I really, really commend you. Those of you who can play both fields, you can do your spiritual shit and you can get the bag and you can follow suit in the matrix. I find that fascinating, but it's something that I can't really do because it literally it makes me depressed and anxious, basically. Sorry, I was running my mouth. India says, a guy at my job was suicidal and I gave him some uplifting words and touched his shoulder. He snapped and said oh God, he wasn't gay. I told him I was only trying to help. I'm a healer. I told him I'm done. Oh, I'm sorry that happened. That sucks. Oh gosh. Yeah, some people can't see beyond that. You know what I'm saying? They always think like someone's hitting on them. You know, he like missed out on a blessing. There's been men that did that to me. Like they're not attracted to big girls and I'm just talking to them about like the world and they're like trying to make it known like I'm not attracted to you. I'm not attracted to you either, dude. I don't want you. I thought that you was woke. I thought you was a cool person to talk to, but no, you think I'm just some fat girl trying to holler at you when I pull better looking men than you, dude. Like, what the fuck what are you talking about? So I've experienced that too, where I think I'm talking to another woke person, but he's so in his ego, he think I'm trying to holler at him. Like, boy, get your ass out of here. Now I don't want to talk to you at all because you're so full of yourself. It's a lot of these conscious brothers with the nice body and the dreads. They think they all that and they got a following. And it's like, dude, I'm not trying to holler at you. I like your content. I got my own shit. I'm just trying to like link up, vibe, and let's make content together. But you think I'm trying to get your dick and now you're missing your blessing. So yeah, there's people out there are weirdos. They just want to make everything sexual and not realize that you really are just trying to help them, heal them, or, just be inspiring, just be nice to them. They always want to make it sexual because they weirdos. They perverts. That's why. They be perverts. Thank you, India. Thank you for the Cash App, darling. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. I can't stand that. People be messing up a good moment, being perverted, being ignorant. Whew. That poor thing. They got that matrix stick deep in that behind. Exactly. India says you can't help people who don't want to be helped. And I hate how people think that their thoughts are life. All life is. That's so true. Yeah. They think that what they think, well, technically that is true because whatever you think is your world. You can't see beyond it. So that is true. Honey says, I'm so over that voting thing. Vote if you want to. And if not, don't bother me. Yeah, I'm so sick of it. Like, I'm on the bus and this woman's like, which one you voting for? And I said, none. No, come on, man. You gotta make a choice. I said, I made a choice. I'm not voting. That's my choice. No, come on. It's like, just leave me alone. First of all, to me, I feel like going around asking people who they're voting for is a very personal question. To me, that's like asking somebody, do you have STDs? That's none of your business. When you go vote, right? They pull that curtain. You're not supposed to see that person's vote. So why you think you could ask me on a bus and train or walking down the street in New York City who the fuck I'm voting for? And then when I tell you I'm not voting, now you want to argue. Now you don't want to talk to me. Now I'm the enemy. But you know what? I tell these people the truth so they can leave me the fuck alone. Because these small things let you know who is who in your life. They let you know who is your soul tribe. They let you know who's in the fifth dimension with you. Ain't nobody going to the fifth dimension talking about voting. We got bigger fish to fry. They already picked that president. Wake the fuck up. They already picked the president. I don't understand, y'all. Not y'all, but I don't understand these people. It's all the individual's relationship with money. That is true. Yeah, I can't stand that. People be thinking that somebody want them entire time the person is trying to, network with them, do business with them, make content. They just people be tripping, man. Even the same sex. That's happened to me too, where I'm trying to, be friends with a young lady and she trying to date me. And I'm like, girl, what are you doing? I told you I was straight. What are you doing, sis? You're doing too much. You pissing me off now. You pissing me off. I'm thinking she's trying to build with me and she's trying to sleep with me. Like, girl, you're doing too much right now. Oh my goodness. Let me see. I want to say something for my list before I get off because my phone is dying. I can still talk for a little bit though. Let me see. Oh, this is a good one. You learn something even from evil people. I know that's something that y'all don't want to hear, but this is something that it took me a long time to accept. Even the most evil, wickedest person in your life that came across in your life, they triggered something in you that made you a better person today. Or the most evil person, or they don't got to be too evil, but a negative person, whether it was a negative parent, a negative family member, negative friend, lover, they taught you something. You learned something from that person, or you can learn something from a wicked person. I mean, you could be in jail and talk to your cellmate and they could have been a serial killer, and there's going to be something that serial killer tells you that you can take and use towards your life. A lot of times in our situations, we look at it as all bad and we never see the lesson in it. And this is something that I had to learn. Even, my stepfather who molested me when I was a little girl, there's a lot of things that I learned from him. There's who y'all like. I know this is going to sound crazy. The woman that y'all learn to like, he has a lot to do with it because he raised me. There's a lot of things that he taught me. He taught me how to conduct myself. He taught me how to sit up straight. He taught me how to walk in the room. My mom didn't teach me that. He taught me these things. He taught me how to budget. And I think that's the reason why I can be broke and still stay afloat. He taught me how to budget money. He told me how to always put money to the side, always have emergency money. He actually told me never get in a third party situation. He was a big time cheater. He always said, don't ever mess with a man who has a wife. Don't ever mess with a man who's in a relationship. And he was a big time narcissist. He always taught me never get with a man who doesn't provide. They're a waste of time. Don't get with a man who's not a protector. So there was so many things that I learned from even the man that molested me. So you could have had a horrible parent, but I'm sure there was at least one thing that you learned from them. Or the way they treated you triggered you into a healing journey or into a person that you need to be today to help others. And I can go on and on and on about terrible with that narc stepfather, but he taught me a lot. A lot of who I am today is because of him. You know, I didn't grow up in the home with my biological father. I only saw my biological father on the weekends. I grew up in a home with the narc stepfather who taught me a lot, a lot. And I am thankful for that. Despite him being such an evil person and what he did to me, I'm still thankful for those lessons too. Everything is not always bad and everything is not always good either, you know? And I couldn't believe it. There's a story of this woman. Her father actually married her. Disgusting. Oh my gosh. Her father married her and she actually had children with her father. And she even said some amazing things about her story. She loves her children, and you know, regardless of her children being her siblings and her children, I love her story and how powerful and how can a spirit like that even endure that. And she loves her children. She a part of her feels like she would never take that back, even though she had to have children with her own father. You know, it is so disgusting and it's sad, but it's there's beauty comes from darkness. Beauty comes from darkness. Things are shaped in darkness before it becomes beautiful. I was shaped in darkness. Yeah, and some people are not going to be mature enough to be able to flip that. Some people are not going to be able to do that in life. They're going to be like, nope, F them. They're evil. They're this. They're that. They're not going to be able to ever look at life like that. And I don't blame you. I'm not going to try to force you. But this is just something that I reached in my journey where I learned a lot from some evil people, you know, even my narc grandmother too, you know. I learned a lot from her too. She was very abusive towards me, but I learned a lot about her too. And what's crazy, a lot of times wicked people warn you about other wicked people because they know they people. They know their spirit, you know, so they'll warn you about those wicked individuals. So I'm thankful that a lot of wicked people even exposed other wicked people that were in my life as well. Think about that. Try to think about some of the wicked people you met in your life and what were some lessons that you learned from them. Exactly, Sierra. Alchemy, exactly. India says, living in a chaotic, narcissistic household growing up forced me to be extremely serious about my peace and my peace of mind. Yep, that's a good lesson. Yep, because you never want to feel that ever again. India says, all evil people push me to be better. They make me want to go harder. They do teach us things. They also show me how not to be. Exactly. You're like, I never want to be like my mama. I never want to be like my daddy. I never want to be like certain individuals. Make sure y'all click like on my video, guys. Thank you. India says, it's crazy because I've even smelled evil spirits on him for weeks. He don't know how much it took out of me to even care. Oh, wow. Ooh. You talking about your coworker, right? Ugh. Damn. You know what? I noticed that ever since I started elevating spiritually, I got a big nose, but my sense of smell is increasing. And it's to the point where I will feel even sick in public. You know, when I went on that job interview last week, there was some people there for the interview, and a lot of them was so stink. They smelled like sweat and booty, and it was bad. And I was just like, what is that? a lot of people up in there was funky, and I'm like, it's too hot for all of this. But I try not to talk about people because I don't know what their water situation or their soap situation. Do they have money to wash their clothes? But hopefully, they got hired and they can get some money to wash their damn clothes and wash their ass now. But I'm just starting to smell people a lot more, especially in public. Basically, you can smell the spirits on people. I can smell the funk on people more now. I noticed that. You smell it too, honey? It is strong. I've always had a great sense of smell. When you have spiritual gifts, your senses are more heightened anyway. And I think even people with ADHD too, that's something I do deal with. But I'm just smelling people a lot more. I can smell more sickness on people. I can smell death. I can smell their diet. It is really intense. But now it's making me nauseous. There's times where I have to move my seat if I'm on a bus or train. But I shouldn't walk by you and then your walking wind stinks. Why does your walking wind stink? This is crazy, guys. Oh, Plant C says yes. Oh, wow. Yes. I feel like a wolf. Yes. Right. The way I smell people and everything is so true. For real. Their walk by air stink. Like, what? You know how funky you gotta be? I'm here and you all the way over there and you walk by me and there's no breeze and I smell you? Oh my gosh. But let me stop talking about people. Because maybe they think my coconut oil and my mango oil stink. I don't know. India says, yes, I get sick to my stomach from their scent as well. And it's coming through their pores. Oh my gosh. It's coming through. It's like they be breathing. And they talk about big people. These people be skinny. They be skinny and stinking. I got way more to wash. You should not be funky. That's how I know it's not just a BO issue. It's a spiritual issue. This is not just they're not washing their balls and their underarms. This is a spiritual scent. This is like spirits on them. I'm telling you, these people be funky, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me see. Did I have anything else on here? Did I have anything else who I don't trust? Oh, I don't trust people. I talked about this before, but I don't trust people who don't have goals. I don't trust people who don't have goals. I don't trust people who don't know their calling. I don't trust people who lack personality. And I'm going to tell you why. If a person has no goal of where they possibly want to go, what can you possibly have in common with them? When you have a goal, right? Even if your goal is just to travel the world, even if your goal is, hey, I'm going to move out of the country and live near the beach, having a future to look forward to, and then a person who has absolutely nothing that they're looking forward to, I don't trust these people. Because when you are doing certain things to better your life, they won't get it. These people just don't get it. They have no destination. People who have no destination scare me. If you have no destination, how can I trust you talking to you about my goals in life? Or even just, it don't even have to be a major goal, but it could be, I want to take this next vacation out of the country. I want this kind of partner. I want to be a mother. I want to lose more weight. When these people have no desire of a future, they have no purpose. They don't know their calling. They're not trying to get to know their calling. They don't know why the fuck they're on the planet. To me, I can't really relate to people like this. We can only go but so far, because it's basically, it's almost like your friends or dating a person or family with a person, they're empty vessel. And I know, I get it. Sometimes everyone's on their own path, their own journey, but I don't feel comfortable around these people. I don't trust them. And one thing I know is about these people, they can't be happy for you. They're not really happy for you. How can they be? They don't know what it is to be manifesting something that they want so much. They don't know what it is to work towards something. So that's why when you finally make something come into fruition, they don't get it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Yeah, exactly. NPC type of, unfortunately, Plant C says. Yes, they are time wasters. These friendships and these connections, they don't go far. They can't. Because, you're feeding off of each other. Yeah, this is going to happen. Yeah, this is going to happen. Yeah. It doesn't, it can't go but so far. They'll never understand you. They'll never be able to clap for you. They can't. They don't know what it's like to have a destination that they're trying to get to. They'll manifest like surface based stuff, but to think big, no. Though once you start manifesting big things, you're gonna make them uncomfortable, because in their brain, they never can fathom that even existed. It's like their future is black. It's a hole. There's nothing there. So I don't trust these people. A lot of these people are users too, because they're not willing to do the steps and the work to get to their future self. So instead, they are users. They're using people who have a sense of who they are. You got to be careful with these people. These people are distractions. They're not real lovers. They're not real family. They're not real friends. They're just distractions. And these people could be cool as shit. They could be fun. They could be cool. But they don't have a destiny. I talked about this before. I did a video about this a while ago, but I wanted to talk about it real quickly, in this video before I get off of here. But yeah, these people are just on the hamster wheel, and you're walking by them. You're on this journey. You're walking down this road, and if you was to walk back, that person is still on the hamster wheel. They're going nowhere. There you go. They're going nowhere. They're going nowhere. And things might change in their life, but they're really not going anywhere. And you look back, back in April, when a childhood friend died, I went to her funeral, and there was a girl. She was like that. She was a time waster, and things changed in her life. She had 2 children. I mean, all you got to do is to have kids, right? So, she had 2 kids, but she went nowhere. She didn't do anything with her life. And she has talent. She sings just as good as Whitney Houston. She could have been a great artist. She can play the piano. She's a good songwriter. There was so much. God gave her a gift, $1 million gift. She don't got the looks, but she could have became a multimillionaire by just songwriting, by singing backup. She could have been making 6 figures. She could have been a millionaire, but she decided not to. And It's almost like her life frozen into place. The only reason why she's continuing a little bit is through her children, but she's halted. She's still on that hamster wheel. Nothing. She's never advanced. She didn't get a trade. She didn't go to school. She didn't create anything. Besides life, she didn't create anything. And hopefully her children will do better than her. But what happens a lot of times, the children would follow their parents' cycle, so it's sad. I see people like that, and one of my friends is like, oh, we're going to raise money and help her. I said, I'm not donating. I've been trying to help that girl. She don't fucking want the help. Time waster. Okay? Standing still, doing nothing. Not creating. How are you talented? You can sing your ass underwater and you decide not to use your own gifts. People, sometimes they're just worthless. They're choosing to do nothing. If she had a goal, if she would have said, yo, one day I want to be a multimillionaire songwriter or singer, she could have did it. She never had a fucking goal. She never did. I would ask her all the time, what do you want to do? I'm just trying to get money. I'm just trying to get money. Okay, how do you plan to get that money? I'm telling you, dangerous. And I'm glad I cut her off. I'm glad I cut her off years ago. Years ago. These people, it's like a mannequin. You go to JCPenney's or Macy's. I don't even know if JCPenney's is even let's say Primark. I go to Primark. I like Primark. I go to H&M, Primark. And you see the mannequin. These people are mannequins. The only thing that changed on a mannequin is their clothes. I just made that one up. I like that one. That's funny. I'm going to start calling them mannequins. Instead of NPCs, I'm going to start calling these people mannequins. Because the only thing that changes on these motherfuckers is their clothes. That's it. Their mindset doesn't change. Nothing. But they play a good game, though. They're very good at pretending that they're elevating. They're very good at that. Nothing's elevating with them. Nothing. Nothing good comes from these people. So stay away from people who have no goals. Stay away from people who they have no dreams, no aspirations. They don't know where they're going. They're just a black hole. And I mean, this is going on 20, 30, 40 years. This girl is like almost 40 years old. Come on now. I'm not talking to you young bucks who's like maybe 21 or something like that. I get it. We all got to figure out a way. But even as a kid, you had some type of goal that you wanted to reach. Oh, when I get older, I want to be a firefighter. When I get older, I want to be a superhero. These people they don't even think about that. Leave these people alone. They're mannequin. Exactly. Mannequin manipulation. I'm telling you, that's what they are. And years go by. And, when I saw this girl, I could tell she looked at me and she was looking at me like, wow. And don't get me wrong. I haven't accomplished, all these big major things, but I've been creating. I've been creating the past 20 years. She hasn't created anything. If she couldn't get pregnant, she would be fucked right now. Because the only thing she created was life. That was it. She didn't create anything else. And we all know, in order to create life, all you have to do is fuck. That's it. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully her children will be better than her. Hopefully, eventually, maybe one day she'll get her shit together. These mannequins will get their shit together. But I'm starting to believe that some people just won't do it in this lifetime. I believe that I finally got it in this lifetime. I finally feel it clicked to me in this lifetime. I feel like I really paid a lot of karmic debt in this lifetime. I finally get it. There's a lot of that I get, but my issue is keeping relationships. I can discard people like that. So I feel like in this lifetime, I need to learn how to keep relationships, but they got to be healthy. I know what it's like to be alone. I can be alone and die alone without a problem, but I have to learn how to be in community with people. That's my lesson. All right. But yes, I don't know if she's a good mom. I don't know. I can't really speak on that because we're not friends anymore. I don't know if she's a good mom. I don't know. I'm not gonna say. I have no idea. I just know that, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I hope that she is, but if you ask me my opinion, do I think she is? No. From her character and what I've seen in her abusive ways and her narcissistic ways, I don't think so. She used to be abusive to her elderly grandmother. So what makes me think if you can be abusive to an elderly woman that you wouldn't be abusive towards children? So I don't want to speak on nobody's mama skills because I'm not a mom, but from my opinion, I would say I don't think she probably is a good mother. Yeah, I'm not sure, but bye, India. Thank you, babe. Hope you had a good birthday, India. And don't forget, my birthday is the 15th, but I'll be back. I'll be back, definitely. I'm going to do a live next week. India says, you put clothes and looks together. You could be a stylist. Yeah, when I was in college and I dropped out many, many moons ago, at 19, my major was fashion design. But I don't regret not finishing my, degree. And I've helped a couple of plus size women before through my life. Growing up, not even, I don't really think I dressed nice as a teenager or a preteen. I was more tomboyish back then. But once I hit my 20s, this is when my style began to change. And there were a couple of plus size girls in my church, and people actually used to pay me to take them shopping, and they would buy clothes and I would teach them how to do their hair and how to dress and stuff like that. That was fun. And I even thought about like doing a company like that, like helping plus size women how to like find their style, but I never really got into it. But I'm still alive, and it's possible that maybe I will have like a plus size company one day. We'll see. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, honey. Honey, what you do for your birthday? No, I ain't doing that. See, one secret that y'all don't know, I don't like to be looked at, guys. That's something I know it shocks y'all. I've been on YouTube since 2015. I have a TikTok since 2022. I actually don't like to be looked at. You think that I want to put clothes on and model for y'all? No, absolutely not. No, I'm actually more of a brainy type of person. I'm not, I know that I look like I'm so into myself, but this is, I can throw this on in 5 minutes. This is whatever's in you comes out. So it's not like I'm actually putting thought. I just throw this on. Like, I remember this girl asked me one day, she was like, how do you get dressed? Like, do you think about it in your head? I'm like, yeah, sometimes I think about it in my head, but like whatever's inside internally just comes out. Like, style can't be taught. You get what I'm trying to say? It just can't be taught. But And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of energy too, guys. If it's hard for me to come on here and talk spirituality, imagine what it would be to dress people and get on here and girls. It's a lot. That's a lot. It's a lot. You know, that's the joy of being a chosen one. You have so many talents that people go, you should do this, you should do that, you should do this, and you should do that. It's so interesting. You know, I'm getting told 4 or 5 different things that I should pursue, but everything's about timing too. Sometimes that's not what God wants you to do. It's not the right timing for that. But I do find that very interesting. And maybe it was just my time at the moment in my 20s to help people. Maybe that's what God used me for at that moment, you know. But fashion's cool, but I would love me a nice sugar daddy to take me shopping once in a while. I should go on one of those websites and find a rich man that likes big girls so that he can take me shopping, so that way I can have better clothing. This is my job. I'm a healer. I do phone sessions. That's what I do. I do content creation. I do phone sessions. I consider myself a spiritual life coach. And then I go and I work a 9 to 5 at other companies just to get extra money. That's what I do. But I never tell people where I work because it's not safe for me to tell people where I work. So that's what I do. This to me is my love. I love helping people heal. But for 20 years, I was a hairstylist. At 18, I went to beauty school and I graduated from beauty school in 2002. And for 20 years, I was a hairstylist. I retired myself in 2021. I didn't want to do hair anymore. I fell out of love with it and it was time for me to move on. And then in 2020 is when I started doing phone sessions with people and I fell in love with it. So that's what I consider myself. I consider myself a healer. Now, where I work at outside of my own business, I don't tell people because I don't need nobody showing up to my job and trying to figure out what I do and all that. So yeah, I got to keep some of my business to myself. But yes, let me get out of here, guys. My phone's about to die. Thank you to everybody who donated. No, I don't do temp jobs. But the job I'm about to do at the end of this month is going to be a temp job. But in the last job that I was just at, I was there for 8 months. It's just that jobs are temporary because jobs don't like me. I don't fit into the matrix, so they don't keep me long, or I don't last there long. They like to use me. They like to try to make me do management positions and not make me a manager. So as soon as racism comes into play, as soon as sabotaging comes into play at work, as soon as they're trying to make me wear 3 different hats and I'm just a regular worker, I quit. I get the fuck out of there. And that's what happened at my last job. I was getting racist comments about my hair, about my attire, my complexion, about my features from one manager. And then another manager came to me and was asking me to find her a psychic. She was being inappropriate, trying to get like free spiritual advice from me. She was being classist, and then she started fucking with my money. She started fucking with my schedule because I didn't give her any spiritual advice. And then they just started sabotaging me pretty much at work. That's what happens. And I'm used to it. When you're a chosen one, that's what happens at the workplace. Then they were trying to say that my credit quota wasn't up to par, which it was because I only worked 20 hours a week at that job. And they were saying that I was supposed to be at the level of the managers. And I'm like, no, I'm not a manager. Why you keep comparing my stats to a manager who's working 40 hours a week? So this is what happens. Once they see that you are a good worker, they'll try to push management position on you without actually giving you the title and giving you the money. So they're making $30 an hour. I'm not making $30 an hour. And now you're telling me my stats have to match my manager? Get the fuck out of here. So I quit. So that's what happens, basically. I got it. I had to get out of there. Honey says, yes, I believe we chosen ones won't find happiness in just one career. No, we're not supposed to stay in one career. The ones that stay in one career, I'm happy for y'all. Y'all are super blessed. But for me, no. I have a poetry book. I was a poet. I did stand up, I did performance poetry, hairstylist. I used to run a daycare at one point. I was a nanny in my 20s. So many different jobs I've had. God has used me in so many different ways. It's crazy. And I love it. My obituary would be pretty full. Douglas says, never apologize. Honey says, thank you. I went to the gym and cooked my favorite meal and relaxed. Oh, that's it. I thought you said that you were going to go to the spa, honey. Remember we talked about that? Didn't you say you just turned 40, right? Happy birthday. Happy 40th. I thought you said you were going to go to the spa. But if that's what make you happy for your birthday, go ahead. Because you know what? I'm not into my birthday this year. I'm not even going to lie to you. If my homegirl wasn't coming, I don't think I would be celebrating my birthday like that. Yeah, it's hard for chosen ones to be on time because we don't really want to be there. And that happens to me too. I'll be late to work all the time. But this job I'm about to have is only going to be about 5 or 6 weeks. So I'm going to be on time, and it's really close to my house. So it's no excuse for me to be late. So I'm thankful. It literally will take me like 15 minutes to get to work. So if I'm late, then I'm just stupid as hell. And they told me don't be late. So I'm going to make sure I'm on time every day for work. I got to get this bread for these 6 weeks and get out of there. So, yeah. Got to be on time, chosen ones. Don't be late. Okay, let me see. No, there's nothing wrong with working with temp jobs. Temp jobs just don't usually choose me, but this is a temp job, but if I do well at this job, this company is all over Manhattan. So after this event is over, I can apply. If I do well, I can apply to this same company, but in Manhattan. That's all, pretty much. So there is a chance that I can still work for this company, but I took it because I want to see, am I going to like it? If I like it, then I'll stay with the company. If they want to keep me and just go on to Brooklyn location or Manhattan location. If I don't like it, then I'm just going to find a different job, pretty much. Yeah, so it looked like everybody, all the chosen ones, kept their birthday simple, huh? We'll see. I don't know. Well, it depends on how much money I make this week, next week, and how many birthday blessings I get. We'll see. I want to go to a hookah spot. There's a spa in Manhattan that lets you go in for free for your birthday. So if I can wake up early on my birthday, I'm gonna go to the spa for free and sit in the sauna and stuff. And then I want to go to a rooftop restaurant. That's what I want to do next Friday. But we'll see. I'll definitely let y'all know what happens. I'm not sure what day I'm gonna go live next week, but y'all definitely will see me one of those days, either Thursday or Friday next week for my birthday, or maybe I'll come on Wednesday and then stay on till midnight so y'all can say happy birthday to me for midnight as I'm going into Thursday. But all right, guys, enjoy the rest of your week. I'm not sure if I'm coming on this weekend because I start orientation on Sunday, and I probably just want to rest and, get prepared for orientation on Sunday. But Y'all have a great week. And if there's any Leos, happy birthday. Have a great birthday. Great talking to you guys. Love ya. Thanks to everybody who donated. Yeah, you still can donate. I'm gonna put that information in the chat when I get out this video. And also you can also book a phone session with me, and that information will be in the comment section as well. All right, good night. Talk to you soon.